gonna go into here. Oh, actually, I need to go into here instead. Channel content. Good day, everybody. This is BA Radiant Dawn, and I'm just gonna do a very quick few little things here. Joining me right now, I have a GhostAlear / GhostValkyrie on YouTube. Say hello.
Hi. Oh, I said hi too early.
That's okay.
Whoops.
The main thing is you're saying hi. That's what matters most. So I'm gonna open that. Uploading good. Save. Ding. There we go. Now we got a thumbnail for this stream. And of course it's happy, because like I would be ecstatic if we got a Halloween happy, and it just makes sense. So I don't know why we wouldn't get a Halloween happy.
I mean, she summons the spooky monsters, therefore, less spooky.
And not only that, but she also actually is dragon and beast effective. So she's a monster slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is perfect for happy.
It's like that one David Bowie song, Scary Monsters, Super Creeps. I don't know if you know David Bowie at all, but...
I don't think I do. But, well, actually, no, I do. I recognize the name, but I can't remember why for the life of me right now.
He's a pretty famous musician. He, You'd probably recognize him if you saw his face or heard his, music.
Is the thumbnail not actually working at the moment?
Let me take a look.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go back into here very quickly. Take a look-see. I'll close this out. Open this. Because, like, I'm very... This is part of the reason why I don't like to do thumbnails a whole lot, because sometimes the thing just... Well, no, it says that I have it on here, at least, so... Okay. So the studio says that it's on there, so it's just taking a little bit to update it. Okay. But, like, I can't see it on my end. Can you see it on yours?
Give me, un momento.
Okay.
Do you have it, like, in a channel, or should I just have to open it on YouTube?
YouTube, yeah. Because I might have to have you send me the link so I could actually have a thumbnail. Because apparently if I do it myself, I don't have a thumbnail. And then if I post it, the post won't have a thumbnail either. Actually, let me try this. Hey, okay, never mind. I cheated and I have it. Okay.
And right as you get to your page, just confirm it. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Now I'm just going to do some self-promo. So, everybody, the plan is we're going to do some...
Do you still want me to throw the thing your way? The link?
No, I'm good. I got it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, though, buddy. I didn't think I'd be able to get it. I had to go to the website. That, like, I had to use my browser and go to YouTube, but a different, like, my phone browser.
Well, I don't know. I always usually have, like, I have, like, two windows of Chrome open at the same time while doing everything, so... I don't know how I don't choke my computer to death, but apparently it's got good processing power.
Banner. Okay, I think that's a good segue into that. Now if my phone would freaking cooperate. There we go. And we are good. Okay, now I just need to copy this and paste it everywhere I can. Gakupo, if you're watching on Twitch, can you watch on YouTube possibly? Or, because I won't be able to see what you're saying because I'm just going to be looking at the the icons and whatnot because the tier list is taking up my entire screen. I could watch YouTube somewhere else. I have my little tablet with me, so I'm going to be watching the YouTube chat on there, but I can't watch Twitch. So what all have you been up to with your channel there lately, there, good sir?
What have I been up to lately? Good question. Let me take a look at my channel, see what I actually uploaded. Because when you say recently can depend very greatly.
That is fair. That is fair. I mean, I haven't done anything in like a couple weeks. Like I didn't even do anything for the Alencia because I just like passed out, I think, that day. Then I woke up and I'm like, oh, nice, cool, okay. So that's a thing. And honestly,
yeah,
I am actually ecstatic that we got Legendary Alencia, mainly because her B slot is very is a major reference.
Very broken.
Dawn.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was broken and useful on the unit, but that makes sense too.
Well, I think it's really good, honestly. Makes every unit basically become a harmonized Sonya kind of idea. Where it's like, hey, I could just warp myself and then you can warp using me. It's very, very entertaining. Now, and the scary thing is, Katria can do that now. Like we needed more.
That is true.
We need more things to make Katria good. The funny thing is, though, I've been using dive bomb on my Katria for like a long time in SD.
So now you get to do something even funnier.
Well, no, now it's actually kind of meta to do it, which is very, very funny to me. Okay, I think...
Why couldn't she be? Because she has to be not... I'm gonna pretend I never said that sentence. So anyway, you asked me how my channel was going.
Yeah.
So, in like the past 2 months, I'm gonna call that recent. Like, I got out to... I made like a duology of Shez videos, where I made a... Shez is effectively using series, and a Shez montage, which I was really proud of. Mm-hmm. But then people in the comments called it bad and said that I barely did anything cool, even though she defeated a Ninja Camilla, which, like, I think that's a testament to how stupid the Fire Emblem community can be at times, or at least how stupid Fire Emblem fans can be. Like, they're being dumb. I don't know.
Well, like...
Anyway, or maybe not stupid. Maybe a better word is like... would picky be a better word?
Well, somewhat. But, hey, Kakupo, how's it going? Okay, so we're gonna get into the tier list. Is it actually gonna... Okay, it is kind of loaded there. Okay, so... we are going to be... Actually, do you have Twitch there, GhostValkyrie?
Technically, I've not used it in months. Probably will not ever use it again.
Actually,
maybe not. I don't know.
You can see Twitch's anything Twitch posts on the pop out, can't you?
Good question. I barely know anything about Twitch.
Well, no, like you're like on the what I'm using to screen share. You can see Twitch's comments, right? Like you can see the words on underneath my name.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
I'm gonna make them bigger.
I see people talking.
I'm gonna make them bigger for you. You're gonna have to be my Twitch chat voice for a little bit.
Okie doke.
Chat box. We're gonna enlarge the chat box here. Give me 1 second here. Whoop. Damn it. I just got here. What about Shez killing Camilla? Which Shez was it that was killing Camilla?
Base Shez. Or I guess I should specify. Base female Shez. So the axe.
Oh, okay. That's actually kind of impressive. Did you have like a damage reduction B skill on her?
No.
Wow. Okay. See, I use
uh,
one. I use a base female Shez for arena, and she does pretty solid. Like, she's one of my favorite arena units to use because I basically like ripped apart Barst and gave her everything.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna throw the thumbnail into the voice chat text just so you can see what exactly, because I kind of show off the thing there. Like, admittedly, she did not have damage reduction support, but I think she did have like some support from Astrid to make that possible. But otherwise, I gotta dig through my massive thumbnail collection to find it.
So, what I think would be probably the best way to start this tier list for Summoners Duels is probably looking at duos and harmonics, because I feel like they're the hot new thing on the block. You know, they're like pretty much all of them are either really good or really solid. So I feel like they would be a good start, but I just need to test something very quickly. I'm not actually putting Hector in B. I'm just testing what would happen if I switched. Can I? Okay, good. I keep the units in the tier. Okay, good. Okay, so Hector's D because he's like the worst duo there is. Let's see. So we're just gonna kind of go down the list of duos first. And this is specifically looking at Summoners Duels. Unless chat wants to pitch a unit and I get to go find them, I'm just gonna kind of do duos, just kind of like off the cuff here.
Yeah. Okay. I sent it in. I sent my like icon in the voice chat text. Sorry to derail anything, but.
Oh no, it's okay. Take a look. See here. But thanks for the invite. Oh, and Rocket Gal's awesome. Okay. D for Dad. Didn't we have a video about duos on Summoners Duels? I think so, but that was a while ago. So this one has this will be a little bit more updated. Plus, I wanted one where the community can pitch units as well, because this way it'll be more unbiased. So it'll be kind of just like a collab with the community kind of thing is what I want this to do. At the moment, I'm going to stick Ephraim in D as well, but I'm going to put him above Hector because, like, Ephraim could do, like, Gale Force stuff. Although, like, Hector could technically do save stuff, but he's still terrible. Actually, I'm going to put Hector above Ephraim because you can actually give Hector the Arcane Swords, and he might do better there. I don't know, but that seems
You can also give him Armored Flow. Armored Beacon. I always forgot which what the defense based one was.
Beacon.
Because I never got a unit with Armored Beacon, so like those two units, like just because he has access to those two skills, that automatically makes him very viable.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Marth that high up? Or are you just arbitrarily putting them there?
Marth is actually one of the best save skill users in SD. Like, he's actually crazy. The only things that can really stop him are, like, Legendary Lilina, the one unit you could put Hardy Bearing on. That is it. If you put a Marth
what
on the right
makes him so good,
team,
then?
Well, do you know what his Refine does?
Not entirely.
Okay, so basically imagine a Farsaver with Legendary Female by less Vantage and Desperation built in too.
So, like, Vantage with enemy phase Desperation.
So basically, you attack, your opponent attacks into him. If he has more speed, he's going to strike. I'm pretty sure he's going to strike first, and he's going to double you before you get a chance to actually attack into him.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
That is really, really good. SDS Winter Marth is good as a save that makes opponent guess whether you ban their Hardy unit. Yeah, like, it's very, very hard to counter Marth. I use Winter Marth on a team with where he's Ellie buffed and Robin buffed, and I've had people just surrender because they can't beat that team. Because I have Legendary Female Byleth in the front, and then him behind, so I've got two Vantage tanks just sitting there. If you do not have Hardy Baron, you lose. That's basically what it is. It is so much fun. Let me read you
the state of Fire Emblem Heroes in 2023.
Like, let me read you what his weapon does. So, if his HP is greater than 50% or equal to, or if bonus is active, which there really is, grants Spectrum +4 and Quicken Special, like a special cooldown charge +1 a unit per attack. If units within 3 spaces of an ally, grants another Spectrum +4, and if foe initiates combat uses bow, dagger, magic, or staff, and unit speed is greater than foe's speed, unit can counterattack before foe's first attack, and you can make a follow-up attack before foe can counterattack. So basically, he hits you twice before you hit him once, if he has more speed than you.
That is wild.
It is insane, and I absolutely love it. He's so much fun to use. So Gakupa says duo Micaiah. Don't worry, we're getting there. Okay. Legendary female Byleth matches since when? Not legendary. Fallen female Byleth. I'm pretty sure that's what I said, but I might have said the wrong thing. So Nick says, "Sup, cool guys." I'm like, not too bad.
Hello.
I'm gonna put duo Alm in C because he can do some stuff with the tier 4 B skills, and he can become a speedy god axe, if that makes sense. We don't have too many of those, especially infantry, so the fact that he can be one is kind of good. And his dual skill removes penalties, which is massive. So it's like, if you have him on a team with, let's say, the Dogger, and you get like, well, no, that doesn't quite work, but like, let's say you're going up against Thoki, he could just like remove exposure. He can remove any kind of negative status, which is pretty solid. Nicholas goes, quick question, is the Halloween banner today? I believe so, yes. And like, duo Alm, can kind of hit like a truck as well, because he's got the bonus to attack speed during combat equals 25% of foe's defense, and inflicts penalty on foe's attack defense during combat equals 25% of foe's res. So if they're really tanky, he kind of cuts their defenses and buffs himself, along with Spectrum +8, and neutralizes foe's bonuses. So like he already has like lull built in, basically, which is phenomenal for SD, and neutralizes, and he has anti-guard. So like he's gonna get a special.
I like to call lull skills Lamau skills.
You know what? That is fair. So he's got anti-Lamau. So
imagine getting defeated by Lamau attack defense 4.
Like, he's got a pretty solid duo skill. It heals and it removes penalties. So he removes penalties, he heals. That's already pretty good. Like, let's say you're going up against an Embla, which you probably won't be, but it could happen. Well, now your saves can save again with the press of a button, which is phenomenal. And enemies' bonus doublers don't work, and he's actually pretty good. I'm gonna keep him in C because he's not like S tier is like meta. A tier is like kind of like the tier, like basically tier below meta, like where you do see them but not quite enough for them to be meta. B's like solid, C's like, yeah, they could do like one thing, and D's just like no. Speaking of just like no, we got Triopala, who's due for a refine, luckily enough. But like, this unit can't do anything. Maybe they can, and maybe I'm sleeping on them right now, but until they're refined, I don't think they're going to do anything. They're just like, yay, we can give an extra move to flyers like once. Or is it reusable?
Forgot they existed.
Yeah, everyone does, because they're not that good. There's other flyers that are way better. Let me see. Yeah, unit and adjacent flying allies can move one extra space. At the start of odd number turns, you could use it again. So it's okay for action economy, but like that's it. So I'm actually gonna.
Yeah, Paula's just there.
Oh hey.
Oh hey, Royal Knight. Thanks for unmuting. How are you doing?
Royal.
I was here for most of the time. I was just muted. I'll be honest.
I was wondering why you're muted.
Well, welcome. I'm always happy to have you. We're kind of doing like an SD ranking at the moment. And if chat wants to shoot me any units, I will stop what I'm doing and kind of go into them. Until then, we're doing duos and then harmonics. So, duo Micaiah, I'm sorry. I love her, but she's terrible in SD right now. She needs something. I would rather run Summer Micaiah, Legendary Micaiah, Brave Micaiah. I would run Brave Micaiah over Duo, because like everything that this Micaiah can do in terms of utility, basically Thoki can do. If you go, you can give her guidance. I could give guidance to Thoki. Oh, she gives exposure. Thoki just grants it without a duo skill, and Thoki's just better. So like the armor and cav effectiveness is good, but like it's not gonna make her go up a tier.
I agree. I mean, I would obligate using Makai if she has some sort of double, but she doesn't.
Yeah, she has no way to double. She has she's waiting on a refine. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, she needs. Yeah, I need her to have that guaranteed double on refine.
Okay, so Gakupo's gonna laugh at me for this, but next up we have Duo Idun. Now, if you guys don't know, my Duo Idun is plus 10. I love this unit to bits. Does that make her a good Summoners Duos unit? Somewhat. She's solid, but she's not great. She's going in B. She can. I've heard of people using her as a far saver, which she can do okay. But like you,
I think I found one in. I think I found one like Arena Assault that had like armored flow or something like that.
Yeah, like you can make
kind of a threat.
The thing with armors is you can make pretty much any of them work, but the question is like how well do they work compared to other armors, right? So when it comes to armored dragons, how well is Idun gonna do versus how well is Harmonized Tiki gonna do versus Brave Corrin? That's the question, right? So Idun's effective against armored foes, which doesn't matter because as a far saver, that's just how is an armored range unit actually attacking into you? In what realm is that going to happen? It's not, so that's just irrelevant. Attack minus
unless
6.
They want to be funny.
Yeah, exactly. Attack minus 6 and speed defense res minus 4 on the foe, and then an additional minus 4, I believe, on the foe. Yeah. Adaptive damage reduces damage for foe's first attack by 5, so it's true damage reduction, which is really, really cool. It means restores 7 HP to unit, so that's okay, I guess. And if units res are greater than the foe's res, reduces damage from attacks during combat and from area of effect specials. So she's got like the AoE damage reduction, which is nice to see as well. But like, when there's so many blue threats and you cannot buff this Idun to hell and high water, she's just not gonna survive very good.
She is just gonna dead. Deceased.
Exactly. Like, I think, I want to say Shamir, like Duo Shamir, would just rip Idun to shreds. If you want to do near save, can she survive Harmo Ira? I don't think so. She might, but I doubt it. So, like, if you have to use her, that's great. She could do good, but there's way better far savers. Dual Byleth, like the Flying Red Tome Summer Byleth, is like, I don't know, do I want to do D or C? I actually don't know about that. Hey Senpiter, how's it going? And Nakupo, the reason why I thought you'd laugh is because I'm putting my favorite unit in the game besides Happy, like my second favorite unit, in B. I thought that'd be funny for you. Honestly, I can't see Byleth doing much. There's other units that do it better. I'm putting her in C because she can do things with the guidance strats, and she can give desperation, I think? As for her
she does, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
So, like, that's okay, I guess. But, like...
Can it only be used once? Or can it be used multiple times? Let's do it.
I think it's just once.
Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna double check that, though. Oh, every third turn. So, in Summoner's Duel, she can use it, like, twice. And yeah, it's just desperation. So, like, she gets extra points for being, like, I'm going to put her above Alm at least because guidance is good. That's about it. Duo Sigurd is just no. I'm sorry. He's just no. There's way better cab dancers. You could use Harmonize Azura. You could use... What other cab dancer? Legendary Ninian. And Legendary Ninian activates... the two Elliott's bonus doubler conditions. So, like, when would you ever use a Duo Sigurd? And he's not a flyer, so he can't do guidance. Like, there's nothing that Cavs have that he could, like... I'm sorry, he's just not great.
Summer Mia.
Oh, God, that's a unit. Linja. Honestly... For like, if this was Ether Raids, I'd put Linja like A or S, easy. But Summoners Duels? No, she can't. She just can't. She's a flyer, so she could. I'm gonna put her
my god, I remember when
in every other mode should be amazing.
Exactly,
Lin.
just not this mode. Because
I'm looking in C tier, and I'm seeing 2 characters who I used to see as a threat.
When it comes
we got Funny Super Dagger and Funny Milk Truck. Neither those are meta like a year or 2 ago. Or is it even a year or 2 ago with the rate that everything goes? I just don't even remember.
It's hard
anymore.
to tell, dude. I can't remember.
Time goes on.
For those wondering why Linja's here, basically Gale Force is just, unless you're one of like 2 or 3 units in Summoner's Duels, Gale Force is not your friend. Because it doesn't work the way it does in other modes. Because if you activate Gale Force, your opponent could just kill you, and that Gale Force did you nothing. Like you got no actual usage out of that. So it's just better to not Gale Force most of the time. You don't want a Gale Force. There's a couple units that we'll get to later that would be good for that, but most units you do not want a Gale Force. That's why Ephraim's down here, but the only reason why Lynn's up here is because Flyer Guidance. That's it. That's the only reason why she's above Ephraim, is because she's a Flyer, and she can do Guidance. Dual Peony. Oh boy.
She's amazing.
She is good. She is actually really good. Now...
The double dance is ridiculous.
The double dance is nice. The question is, in Summoner's Duels, how often are you going to be able to use the double dance? Well, with Kanto you could. So it is a thing you could do.
You can absolutely... having the option to dance someone again as like a dual skill thing... You know, if you like get a unit down on their team... and you can wait them out like till like the end of the turn, then you could like potentially just like dance whoever you want, and then just get rid of them, and just like then you just get like a tactical advantage because you can like dance during like the main thing, and then with like a little bit of an extra time of your turn, you can pop that duo skill, and maybe get a kill. Who knows? I feel like that there's some like ability there. There's always options to be had when a dance is involved.
Yeah, like if we're just looking at like just about like her dance and her like the ability to duo dance for like Duo Peony, I'd say she's here. But because Guidance and Soaring Guidance are a thing, I'd put her in A. Like bottom of A, but I'd put her in A because I would I'd put base Peony above Duo. But mainly because the dance does more and I could do the same Guidance shenanigans. So the extra dance is nice, but until she gets a refine, I would put base above Duo.
She's not getting a refine.
Well, oh yeah, they hate dancers, don't they? Well, they hate non-mythic dancers.
True.
Lif. So what do you guys think about the A placement, or do you think B? Or should we just leave it for now?
I think it's fine.
Okay. Duo Lif is just Y. He doesn't need to be in the conversation.
He was good.
He was great at launch, but...
Well, he was great in Aether Raids. Summoner's Duels wasn't around at his launch, so I can't see a reason why you'd use him other than, like...
It's like the one Salmonella clip. They were here in great quantities once. Keyword, once.
So... One thing that I could see people doing that would be kind of funny with Lif, although I don't know why you would use a character slot to do it in Summoner's Duels, is like you could set up a Vantage Sweep by having the unit closest to him be your Vantage Sweeper, and then he attacks, he half kills them, and then they're just activated. Like that'd be kind of funny. But have your whole team as Vantage units just to freak your opponent out to try to figure out which Vantage unit they need to fight. That would be kind of funny. So it's like, at the beginning of the match, they're like, okay, there's a whole bunch of Vantage and there's a Lif, so who's gonna get it? They don't know. And you just like position and be like, pop. Is it just the one unit that's closest, or can he hit all units that are closest within the same amount of spaces? Let me see. Because that might be a very, very funny tech idea. Will it move him up a notch? No, but it'd be very funny, so I'm curious. Okay. Oh, hang on. Is it 55, reduces damage, but after it deals 20 damage to nearest ally. So I think he can hit more than one. So you could activate all your Vantage Sweepers at the same time, which would be hilarious. So you know what? For that, he's going higher in D, but he's still not getting moved out of D. He could do something funny. Is that funny thing gonna help him much? No, but he could do something funny. Maybe once he gets a refund.
Funny is what matters.
Exactly. So that's why he's getting moved up, because he could do that one funny thing. Duo Erica. No. Just no. Why? She's just...
As much as I love Erica, I'll admit Erica's not too strong as Summoner Duels.
I mean, she does have the spur dodge. Like, she can give dodge to everybody with a duo skill, so there's like... And it's... I wouldn't put her at the bottom. Maybe I'd put her over, like, duo Ephraim, maybe? Or... I don't know.
Technically speaking, in a Summoner Duels match, the duo skill can be used, like, 3 times. So... I could see usage...
I'm not sure whether I should say that having the option to, like, boost infantry and armor movement by 1, or giving everyone dodge is more useful.
I would say...
So
I'm actually gonna put her at the top, like the tippity top of D tier, because with the tier 4 B skills, she can do pretty good. Oh wait, hang on, I did something.
Actually, that is true. I mean, I think I have someone on my friends list with like a +10 one with like Vital Astra and Timeless Pulse and
yeah, like
all that jazz,
I feel like she can do stuff, but it requires a heavy investment.
That will be me one of these days.
But the problem is, the reason why she is being kept in D and not C, where she could basically do the same kind of thing that Alm has, I like Alm's duo skill better for SD, because like I could just give like Speed Smoke 4, and that gives dodge, or there's other ways to get dodge. So like it's not too great, but the fact that it's reusable like 3 times in a match, and like my only issue with keeping her in D, like why she's stuck in D, is that competition among God Swords is a lot better than is a lot more competitive than God Axe.
Yes, absolutely.
If the God Swords had the same amount as God Axes do, she would be in C. But there's so many God Swords, I can't put her higher than D. Top of D, but still D.
Tippity top.
It's a shame though.
Yeah, which I mean, I have every single duo harmonized unit in the game. I have not touched Erica since she dropped, and I feel so bad about that.
You should feel bad about it.
Duo Hilda.
She's an interesting one.
She is. She could do guidance things. What does her duo skill do? Let me see.
I think it's isolation or something.
Yeah, which is like not bad. It's not bad. Let me see. It is reusable every 3rd turn, so you get 2 uses. Attack -7 within 3 rows and 3 columns, and isolation, so they can't be danced. And she's a flyer, so that's like guidance utility. I would say C tier. I don't think we're ever gonna see her in a Summoner's Duels match, but she has some utility. She could do some funny stuff. Like, she shuts down the Croms, like Brave and Legendary. So now they can't do their repo shenanigans at all, which is fantastic, actually. Like, she's got some counterplay things she can do. I would put her above Linja, though, because the duo skill's a lot more prominent than Linja's. Duo Hinoka. Okay, I lost a match to a person who used a +10 duo Hinoka. The Hinoka didn't do anything, I don't think, but she was there, so like, that's C tier. Because I think that Hinoka had like guidance, and it's because of the guidance that I lost.
Hello?
Oh, who joined?
Spooky.
53.
Hey, Rebel! What's up?
I'm here.
How's it going? We're just kind of doing a Summer Duels tier list for a little bit until the banner trailer drops.
I'm not sure if the banner trailer will drop. I believe it will, but the Tempest Trials thing don't come until like the 3rd.
I mean, what I think they're gonna do is either today they're gonna drop like what I think they did the Shadows, and usually it's the day after the Shadows they do the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
However, what I could see them doing is dropping the Shadows, maybe a Fae channel, and then a trailer tomorrow. I could see that being the case too. So
I mean, usually they like to drop like banners in the middle of these like trailers. So
yeah, let me just see what Hinoka's duo skill does again because I can't remember. Attack speed +6, and flying allies can move 1 extra space. So she's Triopala for a duo skill, but better. So,
a better skill of Apollo's, yes.
Honestly, she's better than Linja. For SD, I'll take her over Linja. Not by much. She's not better than Hilda, though. So, I'll leave it at that. Duo Sothis is just no.
I'm going to be right back. I need to go grab something to drink because I am thirsty.
Oh, not a problem. Because she's a dragon and a flyer... Actually, I got all the flyers right here. Interesting. I would put her above Duo Mickey, at the very least. I'd put F-Frame below them. Same with
What about Scion Leaf?
Oh, we're getting to him. We're on the duos at the moment. I don't have all the duos and harmonics on the same page here.
Okay.
Okay.
Ninjorn is like
Similar to Lin?
yeah, but Lin can do guidance things and Korn can't. So like I think it's good that they're next to each other, but I cannot put Ninjorn over Lin because Lin can do guidance. That's like
Well, Korn can res at least.
Like, Lin can do guidance, Lin can get charged, Lin can do all this. Korn really can't without a lot of shenanigans underway. So, like, I think this is fair. These two are basically, like, a tier within a tier. Where, like, Lin's the cutoff, and then you got very very, very similar, but just not a flyer.
Just goes to show how topped flyers are these days.
Yeah, exactly. Gakupo goes, Lin can fly, but calves on trenches. Exactly. So she's got, like, range. She's got better range than Ninjorn on pretty much every map. She can get charged by Legendary Hinoka. She can do guidance and whatnot. I'd put her above Ninjorn. I like Ninjorn more for a lot of things, but for this specifically, I'll put Lin over. Duo Dogger and S. I don't think anyone has to even argue that. She's just phenomenal.
Everyone getting Pathfinder? That's just top notch.
I mean, I do it in my main SDS team. Happy gets Pathfinder. Well, like, so basically what I do with my SDS team is I charge in with one of the two Sigurds. They more than likely kill a unit, otherwise they just kind of like make a major dent and then just sit there. Everyone gets +1 move. I pop Duo Dogger's duo skill. I come flying in with Happy. She nukes, she retreats back, and then I just power forward. And that's usually how I win a match. Duo Dogger is so good. Thoki, I still say Thoki was made to counteract that. So they had to put a stop to all the duo skill shenanigans like the Dogger, or like Yuri's kind of like Kanto ability or extra move or anything like that. Thoki stops so much that she's like the eject button on a lot of things. So like I believe the Dogger is up there. For sure. Duo Crom is another, well, duh. Of course he's good.
Oh, look who showed up.
Hey, does this work?
Hey!
Hey, Toasty.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
Buruka.
Can you? Is my audio good on my end, or what do I sound
We
like?
can hear you.
Is my audio? Oh God, is my audio all right?
Hello, Bylus Boba. That's a interesting username.
Boba, I see.
If it was every other turn duo skill that gives Pathfinder to all, yes, S, but only once. Yeah, but only once is all you need.
Yeah.
Because either you pop the duo skill, you go all in, and your units just get murdered, or you just win. You don't need it to use it twice. You will never need to use it twice. You just need it once, and you either win or lose from that button alone. So like,
I'm going to step out for a bit.
Okay.
It's fixing right now. Something.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Sorry. I'm still sorry. No, I'm still at work.
So
That was me saying hello to a customer.
Oh, I would still put.
Yeah.
I would leave Crom over the Dogger, and same with Marth. These two have really next to no counterplays. For Crom, it's like isolation. That's it, and not many units that are being used actually do that. So he's fine there. Marth as well, only like Hardy Bearing. If you're running a really hard dual Marth team, just Hardy Bearing screws him up. Other than that, he's fine. Even AoEs don't really matter because the AoE unit will rush in, he might take AoE damage. He's still shooting them before they can attack him. So
I
he's
am
still
back.
I'm back.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
Toasty's here. Hey, Toasty.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. So sorry if they sound weird. I'm on my mobile.
Oh, not a
I'm on
problem.
mobile, so.
Understandable.
Duo Ike. I used to run Duo Ike back in the day. Just pull Thoki discreetly and on top S.
I used to run Legendary Ike, but then I found out that he sucks ass. So.
I don't necessarily think I think what they did to her is like for a refined remix kind of sucks.
He died to a ninja. He died to a ninja Hana. He had the advantage. He died to the advantage.
He had the high ground.
He had the high ground. He had it.
Okay, so Duo Ike's duo skill is attack speed
blew it.
-7 and guard, and basically pulse smoke on steroids. So like that's good. I would just he's either B or A, and I don't know which one I want to do. But I know he's at least B. Because that duo skill is so good, and for a while he was the go-to for Ponzaloki. Oh, not for Ponzaloki, for Summoner's Duels up until Duo Mark came along. So I think I'm gonna leave him in B tier. Below Idun, but I'm gonna leave him in B tier. Because I think he can still do stuff, but most people will prefer to use Duo Mark because Duo Mark is just the exact same kind of duo skill, but better with the cooldown count. Let me check Duo Mark for a second. Duo Marks is, isolation, guard, and cooldown count +2. So it's Duo Ike, but better. So honestly, I'm fine with putting Ike in B. Basically, any unit that does something that has a duo skill that's the exact same but a little bit better than another unit are like a tier apart. Like we got Hinoka and Trio Paula. We'll have Ike and Mark. We'll have, I don't know what other ideas I will have, but we'll get there eventually. Thoki, just like straight top of S tier. Like you cannot. I don't think anyone on Earth would argue of Thoki being at the top of the list at the moment. There's no way to do it. Because she's just the biggest. Pretty much everyone bans Thoki on a team if they see her in SDS. She is the biggest ban target in the game, pretty much. It's like her, it's like Legendary Robin, and it's Maria. That's like the big three ban targets, in my opinion anyway. So like, she has to be top of S. What does she stop? Everything. Like
Everything.
extra movement, gone. What else? Just off looking at the top of the list, just looking at this list alone. Actually, she can't really do much to the top of this list. She stops Crom and the Dogger, and Marth if he gives himself bonus doubler. So I think that's fair. If she beats if she shuts down the other units in S, she is top of S. That's just math. A tier, good wall, and still a great duo skill. That is true, but I would still put Mark over Ike. Ike can run the tier 4B skills, but other than that, I think isolation is better than, like, inflicting isolation on your foes is better than tier 4B skill, and that's about it. Like, he could be a better tank, but also isolation is too good. I'll think
Isolation.
about Ike. Duo Nina. So this is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be another instance of Mark and Ike and Paula and Hinoka and Linja and Ninjoran. So Duo Nina was like top dog on Cav lines for a while, and she's still pretty good. So the duo skill unit can move one extra space. She inflicts.
Panicking at the same time.
That's what she do. Yeah.
Yeah, so like she inflicts
Rappers, like my community, Big Matthew, DM.
Mhm.
And look, he fucking viewed my story.
That's cool. That's cool.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. BRB.
Yeah. Is active on any foes, inflicts spectrum -7 and panic. So like that, she gets move an extra space. Cardinal directions, or of unit, or penalty is active on any foes, inflicts spectrum -7 and panic. So that's solid, and it's reusable twice. But like, I would put Kagero. Yeah, it's Ninja Kagero, right? Is the other one? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, Duo Kagero.
There's like two. Except
what
one
about
of them
the
is a
wind one?
backpack.
Is it a ninja or the wind?
Oh yeah,
It's a wind tribe.
I see a dog ride.
You know,
thing
wind
with Ninja,
tribe.
But like, yeah, the Duo Kagero, right? I would put her above Nina. So like, I think Nina in B is solid. I'd put Nina top of A. I'd put her top of A. That looks fine. The Duma also A tier. He's a really solid drag far saver. He can tank pretty good. His duo skill also is like Alms that gets rid of penalties, but being a saver kind of puts him up a few tiers. But Dragon Savers are competitive slots, so like you can, if you have him, he could do pretty solid work. But at this point, the Harmonized Tikis or let's say Brave Corrin, I'd put them above him. Like, he's solid, but Nina got full power crept by Kagero. Yeah, exactly. Like, Kagero's still, I mean, Nina's still useful, but Kagero's better. The Duma is good. The Tikis are better. Like, this is the trend, right? Ninja Leg Yarn?
I would put that Duma higher. That Duma gives me a lot of trouble.
Well, yeah, but if Duma gives you trouble, you'll have more trouble against the Tikis and more trouble against Brave Corrin, on average.
Okay, which Tikis?
The one that's technically Harmonized Tiki, but it's Duo Tiki, and they're both
Why Tiki?
The mini Tiki and the older Tiki. God, I hate this game.
Royal Tiki.
Yeah, the Harmonized Tiki, but not the Harmonized Tiki.
That Tiki is more annoying than Duma.
Exactly.
I'll give you that.
The Duma's staying in A.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't know about if I put
agree
the other Tiki that you were talking about over Duma, but I will absolutely agree with you on the Corrin though. Corrin is probably like, I don't know if
people use
that Corrin or if that Tiki is more annoying, because like
depends on if you know
that
how to play
Corrin doesn't
around
have because that like Bridal Tiki has like guard and does like the has like a glare.
The
built-in
Harmonized
skill,
Tiki,
so.
Here's the thing. When it comes to scowl kind of effects, Harmonized Tiki is the best in the game because she has the highest res out of any... I want to say out of any Far Saver, but at the very least, any Far Saver Dragon. She has the highest res, so she can do it better than anybody else. It doesn't matter their movement type. She has the highest res. So just off that alone, she is like really solid. But we'll get to her later. And we'll get to Brave Corrin too, because I got some choice words about that unit. Is this Leg Yarn or Levitain? Leg Yarn? I think it's Ninja
Leg Yarn.
Okay.
The leg is full of yarn.
So because she's a tanky version of Linja, she's also a flyer, so she's at least above Ninjorn. I would actually put Leg Yarn in B tier because she's more of a threat than Linja.
I would absolutely put her like... I might even put her higher just because she has a very strong offensive capability, and...
I don't know why people bash on Leg Yarn compared to Corrin, and then like, yeah, she don't quad, but she makes up for it with bulk.
Yeah, she's...
So she can actually take hits.
Like, Leg Yarn can actually take a lot of hits. She has very strong... she has, like, surprisingly good
2
defenses.
minutes.
And also she
And also
has
she
good
don't
defense
need
built in, so...
She can kill it too.
There's not enough people who use Leg Yarn.
Yeah. So Ethan is saying just because Tiki is better than Duma doesn't mean Duma isn't good. Just because he's second place doesn't mean he's last. I mean, I agree. But the fact that he's second place means he's one tier
like that
lower.
guy who did.
So, like, basically how I look at this is if a unit does your job but better than you, that doesn't mean
we
you
had a
don't do
new
your
guy and he stole $400 on his break when he left.
That doesn't mean that you're doing your job bad. That just means that other units do it better. Duma Duo skill also cleanses undefended. Well, yes, but so does base
You can just look
Ymir
for
and
criminal
base
stuff. That's it.
Ymir.
Anything on your record or anything.
And base Ymir plus Legendary Eliwood is a really good combo. Because now you have basically have a Duo Duma that's giving you bonus doubler, Canto, no panic, and you can cleanse, and it's not a duo skill.
Hey, BA, I think it's about to start.
In a minute.
It's 11:59.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna keep Duo Duma in A. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying other units do his job better, so that's why he's in A. It's kind of like, why isn't Alphonse in A? Duo Asker does his job better, and Duo Asker's kind of terrifying. I'm gonna put Duo Asker above the Dogger because like these 3 units. Well, Thoki pretty much stops everything, but these 3 don't really need their extra statuses to be good per se. Like the Dogger can shut down the resonances from Asker, but he's still a god tier unit. If she shuts down the Dogger is just dead. She's just dead weight, dead on the water. So
it's so weird hearing you pronounce her as Dogger because I always call her Dagger.
I was kind
of like a dagger.
I'm Canadian. Maybe I just say things different.
Maybe that might be it. I mean, I'm from New England. That's like pseudo Canada.
Okay, so it is now 9 o'clock my time. So that means if we're getting a trailer, we are here. In an SDS sense, Duma on his own is S because he doesn't need a cleanser like the Mimi mirrors. Well, yes, but I'm looking at SD as a whole.
Just pretending that I know what BA is talking about.
And like mainly what I'm looking at is the Duma as a far saver.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily looking at the duo skill itself. The duo skill is nice. His duo skill is the same as Alm's, but because he's a saver, he's on a higher tier than Alm. But in terms of a saver, there's other savers that are better. So that's kind of like it's a complicated
it's there.
kind of thing.
It's there.
It's there.
Okay, it's
okay. Let's
it's
see.
It's there. Someone in the chat said, yeah. So
don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Oh, I didn't even know. I'm not looking.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like this now. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go. I'm
saying we should make this as a separate.
I'm not
video
seeing it on YouTube, but okay.
Well,
Yeah,
usually it shows up on
because
YouTube a little bit later, so we'll just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pop open YouTube. So I'm glad you guys are here because if Happy's on this banner, I'm going to cry, and I will need you guys to carry the rest of the reaction.
All right, so do we do like?
I'm still waiting for I'm still waiting for that Baruka ult. Guess what? Never gonna happen.
That's why you
It's
changed
gonna
it to
happen.
Lear.
You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. You just gotta wait.
Bro gave up.
No,
I'm gonna
this is why I
shouldn't
switched
have
to
ever
Alear.
given up.
Okay, if Baruka gets it all, they have to go back to Baruka.
Nah, I have to keep going with what I just made. I'm sorry. No more. I can't go back.
If look at SD as a whole, then Mark is
Canonically
A with a
dead in
Z.
my lore. Dead in my lore.
This is the zombie Baruka lore.
Okay.
Oh gosh, she's coming back from the grave. Oh, hey, just in time for Halloween too.
True.
Oh, how funny.
Baruka.
Am I just like?
So do we make us? What?
Where is this trailer on YouTube? Come on. This is why they really need to like up the ante on this.
It's in okay. It's in the shorts probably. Usually it does like for a few bits.
Yeah,
It's
they're
gotta
so
keep refreshing
slow.
and stuff like that. So do we make this video a separate video, or like we have to do intros or something?
Yeah, well, I'll probably do this. I'll probably record it and we'll do intros and whatnot. But just like because we got a few more people joining us that weren't here with the initial video because initially it was just me and Ghost Agron, but just still waiting. Where is it? Chop chop.
I command you to show up, video. Good abracadabra. Dang. Didn't work.
Just waiting.
Abracadabra, Alakazam.
Gakupo says cry bar.
Mega Alakazam.
Gakupo, do you know something I don't?
Cool.
Okay,
We
let
have
me...
to wait. We don't know.
Don't chat. Do not spoil. Oh, hey, it's here.
Oh, it's on
Hey,
YouTube now.
It's up on YouTube now. All right, go ahead.
Okay, it's on YouTube.
It's on
Search for
YouTube
the
now?
trailer.
Okay.
Do not say anything in chat. Don't spoil it, chat. Better know.
Don't spoil this, please. I'm not even looking at you guys.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I see
Alright.
it. Okay, let's go. Oh well, I got the Japanese one though. Could I get the English one?
Are you serious?
This should be there. You gotta wait for the
If the English showed up
Okay,
for
okay.
me, so.
Come on.
Okay, so then give the link to him.
Yeah,
I
think
can't
it'll
right
be-
now. I'm on mobile.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I'll track it down.
Yeah,
Yeah, like even,
let me
even when I look
let
on
me
the
try, let me-
mobile sub, like page.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, I was right about something, but
No,
yeah, you know what?
please, don't say anything.
Yeah, someone send me the link so I can copy it into YouTube.
I got it. I have the link. Give me a sec.
Okay. Like DM it to
Let me
me.
get.
'cause
All right,
I'm,
let's just make.
I'm trying to
No, I'm
operate.
still hoping it's not what I want.
Yeah.
Cover your eyes with the thumbnail.
I see the thumbnail because I noticed that, and that's why I was like, I only have the Japanese one right now. Yeah, DM it to me.
Let's see if I still have you. Here it is. I got you here.
Okay.
Here you go, buddy. There you go.
Thank you.
I was right. I predicted who I was going to be on there. I knew it.
Okay, give me one
But
second.
keep going, play it.
We don't know who's the rest.
So it's
Alright,
gonna
so
open
this
up
is a
with
separate
this
video.
page, but I actually need it on a different page. I need it on my other browser. So can you? Okay. So pause that. Pop it into here. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna paste. There. Now we're cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna pop open the cinema mode, and I think I should be good if I just do this reaction. I'm gonna turn this on here. I should have already this set up.
Whoa.
Where are you? We haven't even started yet.
So the funny thing is, when it comes to reactions, I have a specific source in OBS just for reactions, so I don't need to do any playing around with sizing or anything. It is perfectly made, as you guys can see on the screen share thing. Weirdly, yes, I'm not gonna
Alright,
spoil
we
it.
ready?
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Stay where you are.
Let's just.
I'm gonna.
Oh, we're
hit
doing an intro or
record.
no?
Yeah, just give me 1 second here. So I'm gonna record in 3, 2, 1. Good day, everybody. This is BA Radiant Dawn, and we are back with another Faye banner trailer for Halloween. And this year, there's a good chance no more dragons. And you know what that means? Happy has a shot. My monster slayer. Let's go. So joining me today are a whole bunch of people, and we're going to be going in whatever orders I have on Discord. So first off, Ghost Agron, say hi.
Did that pick up?
No.
It cut off at the high, so it's a ha.
That's
next
actually
up,
perfect.
Next up, we have Royal Knight. Say hello.
Hello, I'm Royal. It's great to be here.
I'm always happy to have you. Next up is the previous Toasty Baruka, but now you may know him as ToastyAlear.
Hi, I know. Baruka might rise from the grave at some point. I don't know.
We'll see.
Please don't let her eat me.
Zombie. Hey, there's the alt for Halloween. Zombie Baruka.
Hey, oh yeah, there might be. Ghost, can you make a zombie Baruka edit for me? Then I have an idea.
I might be able to make that happen. I'll see how much I can work my editing magic, but depends how much.
And
Have like sewing needles on it where her neck is, because you know how she got beheaded earlier. So yeah.
And
Okay. Oh, that's a good idea.
last but not least,
Yeah, okay.
we have Rebel 53. How's it going today?
We got a reaction to go on with a Halloween banner and no more dragons, so I have no idea what's gonna be on this banner other than the silhouettes we got.
Yeah, we're pretty sure the
And
right one's
other-
going to be Tamara, and because like it just looked like Tamara on the right in the silhouettes. I'm not saying that it is, but like I also saw the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is pointless. Let's watch the trailer. Let's go. Who's my new duo Harmo play toy? Let's find
Alright, let's do it.
Go.
I don't hear music.
There's no music.
There's no
So you
Oh
guys
my
won't
God.
have music. Like my guests will not have music because they are watching this as a screen share, but they're watching my output projector screen share, so that won't have music. So you guys are gonna have to do it musicless. Not that it really matters too much, but as long as you guys
Alright.
can see, right?
Yeah,
we
alright,
can
go ahead.
see.
So
Sweet
sweet,
I'll make my own
meats
sound.
and
Wait.
trick or treat.
sweets, Okay, so let's see who we got.
Oh, the same music theme.
Tamara.
Yeah, there it is.
This
Called
is
it.
what a
Called it.
harvest festival
Okay.
is like.
Trick or
It's
meat?
weird. So sunny year round, so the fall
You know, Tamara, she loves her meat.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah,
Oh
art.
my
she's
god,
in
that is
freelance.
adorable. I love that outfit.
Whoa, bonus doubler 4?
Bonus
last
for-
round.
What the hell?
We're in a
Oh, wow.
restaurant.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
Oh no, bonus doubler for.
So she has slang. So this is inspirited
Mhm.
spear. Oh god, try saying that 5 times fast. Inspirited spear. So it's got slang. At start of turn, if any
Inspirited
foes
spear.
within 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit grants speed defense +6. So she is going to be a defensive wall. Okay, like I thought. to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. At start of enemy phase, for foes within 3 rows of 3 columns centered on her, inflicts guard. Okay. And also, a foe's attack could trigger foe's special. Foe's special cooldown count is less than or equal to 1, and foe's defense is less than unit's defense, so she's going to be very defense heavy. Inflicts special cooldown count plus 1 on foe. Wait a minute. So this is like Tiki, but defense instead, right?
Something like that, I think.
Yeah, so she's inflicting
like
guard
this?
and special cooldown count plus 1 if her defense is higher than theirs, which it will be. Cool.
Interesting.
At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants Spectrum plus 5 and inflicts attack speed defense minus X on foe during combat. X equals 15% of unit's defense at start of combat, and true damage. Okay. Deals damage equals 40% of unit's defense when special triggers and restores 7 HP.
Feels like Sandstorm.
So hang on. With
She
Vital
100%
Astra,
has time spells.
so with Vital Astra, she's getting 30% of her speed and 40% of her defense in one special, technically.
Holy snap! Yep.
I'm guessing that she's going to be very
really?
high in speed, defense, and
Like,
attack. Well, maybe not attack, but definitely speed and defense.
I feel like Rez is
probably
the
have a
dumb stat.
decent attack.
Speed, defense, heavy. Like, probably defense is higher than speed, and she's probably going to be, like, pretty solid in attack. But, like, holy. So 15% of units' defense at start of combat. So, wow. So that's the massive debuffs on the foe. She's going to be a defensive wall, especially with Vital Astra, or you could also do Godlike Reflexes if you wanted to get spicy. And then you'd get... Whew, this unit's insane. I like this already. Bonus Doubler 4. If bonus is active on unit or an ally within 2 spaces, grants Spectrum plus X to unit during combat. X equals 4 plus highest bonus on each stat between unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit, calculated independently. Okay, so it's basically like you're getting a little bit of extra stats and a bigger range on Bonus Doubler because it's now counting ally bonuses too. So if your ally has a bonus to res, if you have a bonus to attack, then you get both. That's kind of cool.
It's a nice change from 3.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but like it's tame. I like this.
Let's see the rest of her kit.
But can this... Okay.
Spurn 4,
Spectrum
times
4.
4.
Yeah, I
Oh
figured
wait,
she'd have that.
she has automatic Vital Astra all the time.
Yep.
I knew it. I knew she was going to have time spells.
this
Full
unit's
time spells as soon as that
insane.
thing kept going.
Santa Maria doesn't need
Alright,
shit.
this is great, Father. Alright, I might... Okay, but I want to see the
There you
rest of the
go.
characters. This is...
This is
130.
like this is a
This is
solid
great,
unit.
Father.
And she's gonna hit like
I
a
was
freight train.
I was over 96. Apparently 46 cents.
113.
113.
Holy.
See what else we get.
Here we go, next one.
Flame?
Oh, flame!
Oh, flame!
Ooh,
Flame.
wait!
Flame.
Wait.
Silly
Wait,
kitty.
wait,
Okay, that is that's actually
Sally
adorable.
Kitty.
Oh my god.
Flame.
Flame.
This
Hold
could
on.
be it could be
This counts as a...
DBA.
Does this count as a dragon?
Hang on, guys.
That's a tough
The
one.
We have 3 houses in this banner too. Am I gonna see?
Okay, so
Am I gonna see Happy?
Wait,
Might be
I
engaged
see where you're going with this.
what about Sev?
Okay,
Alright.
if we
Mike
get
is 7.
Flame but not Happy here, I will be very annoyed because Happy's the better fit for Halloween alt. But let's continue. Because Flame, base Flame's pretty solid. I want to see what to do with this Flame. And what's she gonna be? Staff? She has to be a staff,
Silly
right?
kitty cat.
Well, can I hear the music? Yeah.
Just staff. And a cavalry.
It
in
is
it.
staff. Staff
Cat
cat.
staff.
She's a
Oh, she's a
cat.
cat?
She's a...
Oh, wait, Dazzle
Wait,
Fortress?
Fortress.
for sure. Time for fodder.
What's that?
Ooh,
What?
I can't wait for fodder.
Ooh, Holy Pressure, Attack Res, Unity, Dazzle, Far Trace is crazy. Okay, so the Kitty Cat Parasol. Well, that's just cute. Calculates damage from staff like other weapons.
It's a cat maid. I love it.
Slaying. Max cooldown count value cannot be reduced below 1, of course. For allies within 2 spaces of the unit. Grants a quicken special to ally per attack. And reduces damage from attacks by 30%. If unit initiates combat has been 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack res plus 6 to unit during combat, and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. That's nothing too crazy. That's just base Flame, but a little bit better.
She still has rescue.
Normal. That's normal.
Rescue plus is nice. Holy Pressure's cool. Attack res unity.
Drizzle for trace. Drizzle for trace. That's new. I can see that.
Wait, that's it? There's no C slot?
That's it. There's no C skill. There's
Oh,
no
she's a
okay.
cav too.
Oh,
That's her
yeah.
whole
She's a
kit.
cav.
So, Dazzle
Dazzle
Fortress
Fortress.
enables Canto
I call it Chimera, though.
remove
I call
just
it
in
that.
general, it looks like.
Yeah, just cancel remainder.
Yeah.
Okay, and inflicts speed
Yeah,
minus
that's
4
it.
on foe, and foe cannot counterattack during combat. Okay, that's cool.
It's definitely staff with far trace.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
neat.
that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm gonna be so
Just
annoyed if they
staff
give
it.
us flame but not happy. I will be so upset.
I require treats.
What?
Require treats.
Oh!
Alright, come on,
these
come
little
on, look at the next
fuckers.
unit, come on.
Next one's a demote.
Give me the boom.
Wait,
Oh, it's
what?
Cedal!
Oh, hey!
Seedall.
Oh,
Needle.
Yeah, the unit was Cedal.
Cedal.
He's fitting.
Hey, engage.
Finally got our engaged dancer.
Wait.
He's a red tone, though.
Dancer.
Dance
Wait,
Dance?
wait, oh my
Dancer.
god. That means Ghost Hunter got it right. Ghost Hunter
He's
did
a
it.
dancer.
Dancer.
Attack res finish 3. Attack res finish 3.
He's
Oh
a
boy.
And infantry no follow-up 3? Okay, so he's got some pretty solid fodder. But
He's getting that arcane eclipse.
Question, how long has it been since we've had a demoted dancer or a 4-star dancer?
A long
This
time
is a
actually. I
special-
think the last.
I don't remember.
I think the last one was
Halloween Nils?
No, Nils was
Halloween
5 stars.
Mills. Yeah.
Oh, Halloween Nils.
Infantry
Well, he's
no-
a freebie. That Nils is freebie. That doesn't count.
Oh, what's the weapon?
Demo.
Pumpkin 7 plus.
It's a red
start
tone.
of
It's a
turn.
red tone.
If unit is
if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, attack rest +6 to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If unit initiates combat is within 2 spaces of an ally, spectrum +X to unit during combat. What? Bonus doubler.
It counts. It counts. BA. It counts.
I
According
don't
to
want to
someone in
put
chat.
that Cedal.
Yeah, a bonus doubler inheritable.
An engaged dancer.
Interesting.
So far we have 2 engage and we got 1
so far.
great houses.
So that means it's
Alright, let's see the
engaged
duel.
and
Let's see who the
three
duel
Oh,
is.
please,
Come in.
please, please,
Engage
please,
in their
please,
houses.
please.
Harmonize.
What?
It's
Oh,
Anna.
Lolly-Anna?
Oh, Fess is
Anna.
gonna
Lolly-Anna and
nut.
Oh
Anna?
god, Faison is popping off
Oh,
right
Faison
now.
is gonna nut.
Hang
Oh,
on.
Fess
Oh,
is
wait, it's
That's the
it's
engage
both
and the awakening. Oh, that's
This is
I actually
awakening.
like that.
So,
That's interesting.
They have
Faison?
both voice actors. They have both voice actors.
You got
What's
two
Anna's the lead?
guys, Faison must be popping
Anna,
off right
Anna.
now so much. I have to watch his reaction
Yeah,
later.
Yeah, we gotta
Like,
see
he's
that.
already
Need to
popping
see
off.
his reaction.
He's popping off.
Yes. We got like
So,
five Annas now?
an axe flyer.
Wait, could this be a better Cordelia? Better Cordelia?
Oh, it's
Oh,
young. It's
God,
the it's
I
the
hope
Lolly. It's the Lolly-Anna. That's the
Okay,
lead.
attack speed,
Lolly-Anna's
rain
the lead.
snap,
Oh,
Gambit
Gambit?
4,
Oh,
attack speed prime.
Lolly-Anna.
Damn it. He's
The
Damn
young
it,
one.
Jessica. Brave Robin.
Ooh, this is a good
And we
one.
got-
is
I got
gone.
another one.
Madison is gone. This is all he's gonna talk about for the next month.
This is an insane
Madison.
inheritable lineup, though. Attack speed
Yeah,
prime
Madison.
4.
Madison.
We just
Madison.
got this skill.
Edison's eating good tonight, man.
Gambit 4 and attack speed
Gambit
rain
4.
snap. That is insane. Okay, let's check out the payday pouch.
And attack.
Oh my god, I have another
Payday.
unit. Okay, so for those of you who don't
Payday
know,
3.
I've been doing kind of character showcases or unit showcases with Legendary Crom, Brave Crom, and I'm gonna be recording one soon for the Wind Tribe Claude. Basically, any of those units who go, hey, the more effects you give me, the better I am. And I love these kind of units, and I have a new play toy, it seems. Okay, so if number of bonus effects active on unit is greater than or equal to 3, enables Canto 2. Okay. At start of turn, grants the following effects to unit based on the number of allies within 2 space. Oh, that's it? You only get one thing? Oh, well, never mind then.
I wonder who the free
there
unit
might be
is. All right,
something.
let's see who the free unit is.
No, don't say nothing.
Grants no follow-up if greater than 2.
I
Grants
haven't seen it yet.
Hexblade? Hang on. Wait,
Wait, really?
she gets Canto 2 as a status, along with no follow-up and Hexblade. That is actually pretty good. If unit initiates combat within 2 spaces of an ally, grants Spectrum +5 to unit, and grants attack speed +X to unit. X equals 25% of foe's attack, -8, max 10, min 0. Okay. And also, if number of bonus effects active on unit is greater than or equal to 3, reduces the percentage of foe. Oh, DR piercing. Oh, that's
Nice.
spicy. So she can get Hexblade just natively without the need of a magic tome user. Without a tome user. That is beautiful. No follow-up, Canto 2, and DR piercing is insane. Miracle Prime Gambit to play along with the Miracle. Attack speed, rain snap. What does the snap do again? attack speed -4 on foes within 2 spaces. At start of combat, between units in 2 spaces of an armored ally or infantry ally. Its range equals 1. Grants the unit can move 1 extra space. Wow, she's getting a lot of effect. Okay, so I might be able to use her on a team with Brave Crom. I'll have to play around with that because she's getting like 1, 2, 3, 4 effects off of just herself, which is insane.
No follow-up Hexblade, +1 movement.
Oh wait,
What's the fourth one?
we have to see the.
And the Canto
They're gonna show
too.
the stats soon, and her harmonized skill.
There's her harmonized skill. We have to see her
we
harmonized skill.
haven't seen.
Yeah, we gotta see the
yeah,
harmonized
yeah.
skill too.
Miracle's an option.
Is she an archer?
Well-
Wait, well, what weapon type is she? An archer or an axe?
She's an axe flyer.
axe. So the
She's
reason
an
why,
axe.
so the reason why,
Axe flyer.
the miracle is there because you get maximum stuff off the gambit. That's literally the only reason.
Look at those stats.
Okay.
Those stats.
Wait, 50 speed at base?
50
Resonance
speed.
plays and shields. And restores 9 HP.
What?
And cooldown
Oh,
count
Whoa, allies?
What?
to engage
my God.
and awakening units.
What the
Whoa, that's a
hell
cool
is
Holy
this?
skill.
Okay,
Full,
so
full heal and
just
a
get-
full special.
What the
So you,
heck?
she
Oh my
grants
god,
resonance
no way.
blades and
Yeah.
shields. Restores 99. The 99 thing is weird, but I guess just from she just wants to refill them. I guess to refill the miracle. And allies from the
Just
same
like,
Unit
and
and-
special cooldown count -5 is insane too. So it's basically pre-charge miracles on everyone. And now
Well,
and your
actually,
gambits are
I don't think so, because it says cooldown count to unit. The other thing is
okay.
for like her engage in awakening units.
Oh,
Based on how
so
good-
she fully
Oh.
gets her she gets her special activated basically.
Okay, well that's
She
not
gets it.
that makes more sense, but it's also kind of not as good as what I was
Yeah,
reading.
she gets that, but like the allies get the full heal. The full heal.
The full
the
heal, the
blades
resonance
and
plays and
effects.
shields.
Yeah.
The blades and shields doesn't matter too much because like
Oh
I
great!
could-
I'm gonna have to summon for this. I could really use that actually.
I could just get that
Really?
off Asker.
You
so I
don't
don't
need
care.
it.
Restore.
Oh, look, I
100
want
HP.
that. I mean, do you have any idea how easy it would be to do abyssals?
Fair.
I guess.
That makes it actually better.
I mean, we don't have a lot of engaged characters, so I guess. And getting Cito would be nice
Let's
because
see.
engaged dancer. I might use a
Let's
bit.
see who
Cito.
the. I want to know who the free unit. I want to know who the free unit is. I need to see. I need to see my hopes and dreams come
Okay,
crashing
so
down
the Kanto
again.
2 is not a visible effect, so she's only getting 3.
Shift.
That's fair. That's still pretty good though.
Makes sense, I suppose. Flame. Cito.
Why is there no happy?
You know.
I'm actually upset. So
Wait,
Who's that?
Is that?
Who's it?
Who's that?
Who's it?
Who is
I think
that?
almost Raphael or Hector. I can't tell.
That looks like Raphael. I thought that's
don't
Raphael.
know.
That's definitely Raphael.
Raphael?
That looks like
Michelangelo.
yellow. That looks very yellow.
Instant ether, instant gale force. No, that's not bad. But like that's just to her though, so it doesn't really matter too much.
Is that really? Is that him? Is that Raphael?
I'm about to find out.
Yeah. Figure
Oh, check
out
the
first.
end game. Check the end game notification to see who like her.
Oh wait, I'm reading Penison's tweet right now.
Callum.
He's-
It's actually Callum.
Callum?
That's Kellen.
Yeah,
Oh
Callum.
shit, Kellen's in your game now. Hey, he showed up.
Oh, I
Hey,
know
he
a
finally
certain
decided
somebody
to make
who
his
is
presence
very,
known.
will be very
Wait,
happy to hear
isn't-
that.
Wait, Kellum, like Awakening Kellum. The one that's like
Yes.
invisible.
The invisible
Yes,
guy.
that's
Yeah.
the very one.
Oh. No wonder we didn't recognize him. I see, I just thought
Oh,
no
wait.
one was there.
because he's invisible. He's invisible. I can't forget. He's invisible.
Kill him.
Cito,
He's invisible. We couldn't even recognize who the heck is this. Dude, it's Callum.
Yeah, who the fuck is this motherfucker?
It's
Anyone
Callum,
pulling on his
but we
banner?
didn't recognize.
I mean, I have to pull on
no.
this banner because
I mean,
duo. Like, I have every duo. I
mean,
can't stop
granted-
now.
I mean, granted, for me, I'm viewing it from a mobile device. I'm not on my computer, so you know, it looks. That's why I didn't notice it either. So
Okay,
I
I'll
will
try to
use a
at
bit.
least.
Try and get Cito because I want a dancer for engage.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird that he's a demoted dancer, though.
we
That's
could
crazy.
get.
Hey,
we could
easy,
get
easy
Water, man.
match.
Yeah, like this might be the one time where
I'll
I actually
probably try
pull
to
for a
summon,
demote.
but
I would like to get Tamara, but
Demo. Okay,
I have priorities elsewhere. I don't want to go more to get Tamara.
okay,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
get Tamara and Diana's. And,
If I get her, great, but-
Okay, Flame. I'll probably get Flame.
My target
I'll-
is Cito.
Yeah, I'll pull.
I mean, usually
My
I
target
skip
is
seasonal
probably
I
Anna.
like the art.
I don't think I'm gonna summon immediately, to be honest. The engage rerun is coming out, like I think reset. So
yeah, like
But this is your first harmonized.
I want to summon for more Chloe's.
I want to get more. That's the one with Alfred, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gunning more Alfred because I'm multiplying Flare Sparrow and the tier 4 Dancer Beast Gallant.
Oh, great! I just realized something. Shit, she color shares with Alfred. God damn it.
Yep.
Yes, she is. I would like to get a copy of Chloe, but I'm not going away to +10 here.
I want to +10 her. I mean, have you seen my showcase build video of her? It's great. She has a lot of damage reduction because I gave her Guard Baron 4.
Well, that is all for the reaction. I know I'm gonna pull on it. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys are. It sounds like roughly half my guests are gonna pull on this banner, so that's good. So yeah, let us know who you're excited about. Are you sad that a favorite unit of yours did not get in? I'm sad that there's no happy, but somehow we got Flame. Go figure. I don't know how.
Actually, why Flame is there?
Because she's hungry.
Flame is there. That's the only.
Because she's like hungry. She's
for
like
fish, not for candy.
Well,
hungry hippos.
She's like one of those old, because she's child, but she's not really child, if you know what I mean. That's about it.
At least we got more engaged characters, not just like we got like 40 minutes. So I guess that's something.
So that means Seth has to be the next year because we got Rhea, we got Sothis with Byleth, and then now we have Flame.
Oh
so
yeah,
Seth
I suppose
has
so.
to be the next one.
Yeah,
Seth would have to be
that
next
would make sense.
Lineup.
I mean, we know we're gonna get. I know ToastyAlear is gonna be a thing next year because Ivy references it.
Yeah, and like.
Well, Bowie was also mentioned in the last Tempest Trials, but we got no Bowie this year.
True, but like.
Or even like.
ToastyAlear is like a guarantee. There's no arguing that. That's like.
ToastyAlear. It could be a both.
Yeah, because Alear's probably more famous than the other guy right there. More popular.
And she's a protagonist.
And she's a protag, so they're going to go for the protag.
So, and they made summer avatars of all the females. Well, except Chris. I don't care about Chris.
No,
they got
Chris.
They got like male Shez.
Shez.
Sorry,
they got male Shez.
Shez, exclamation mark.
But female Chris doesn't even have an ult yet.
So, thank you guys for joining me for this reaction. We're going to go back to the tier list in just a moment here. If you're watching this on YouTube as a standalone video, I hope you guys enjoyed this banner reaction. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, not just to me, but to all my guests down in the description below, which they will be. I'll just have to make sure to add them all. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Go check them out. They're a pretty fun group of people, let me tell you. I love having them on. Thank you guys for joining me for this, and we'll see you next time. This is
bye-bye.
Signing out.
Bye-bye YouTube video. Bye-bye YouTube video.
Bye,
Catch you later. See ya.
I caught the see ya right before I hit stop recording. So we're still streaming, but we're just going to be switching back to our originally scheduled program.
Cool.
I'm going on Reddit right now.
Okay, yeah, but let me guess. Fadison is freaking out on Twitter, isn't he?
Oh yeah, probably.
Just said that, yeah.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm sure he's having a completely normal one.
And we got Bright Anna this year too. We got like 2 Annas.
Damn, 2 Annas this year. Yeah, man, Anna. Actually, it's only Baruka who gets one.
It's the same Anna. It's the same
Alencia got a similar treatment, if you recall.
The Tikis got the same kind of thing.
And Robin got even more because he had 3.
Robin Till.
We got 3 male Robins.
And
none of them are green.
Soren got 2.
Yes, Soren got 2.
Do you want...
Nicholas just goes, I'm going to waste my orbs for Tamara. I mean, Tamara seems to be pretty solid. Like...
Tamara is
reminds me of Summer Fjorm.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Summer Fjorm.
But like a defense and speed version. Like I was telling GhostValkyrie before we started the stream about like I could see base like I was saying like basically this base Tamara would be just like updated Brave Dimitri but more speed and like same kind of defense. And like
yeah,
even the Halloween version kind of like went along with that.
Halloween Flame reminds me of Halloween Sakura.
Oh my god, this reminds me. I could make a cool edit video of a teaser where it just shows a it just shows a gravestone and then Baruka's hand bursts through the dirt. Like he's like,
So,
her hand comes through. He's like,
for those who are just joining on the stream side,
I need to take a look at.
we're currently in the process of doing a Summoners Duels tier list. If you guys have any units you want to pitch me for tiering, or my lovely guests as well, we would be happy to do that for you. In the meantime, we're going to continue with the duos and then the harmonize. So we got Duo Elise, the angry child with a staff that kind of hits like a freight train. I want to say S. Like bottom of S, but S. She used to be a menace for a hot minute there, and she's still pretty solid. Let's see.
I've not had enough experience with Elise, but she seems scary. So.
Grant's dominance and inflicts defense res -7. So like that's solid. That's about it. But like it's more so about combat without the duo skill though. She's pretty good without the duo skill.
It's pointed of the Halloween banner because we haven't got a Tempest Trial unit.
I'll put her at like top A.
Oh, no, they'll probably make it Anna, like probably Awakening Anna.
I get
one of the Annas, or just ask her.
Mark.
Wait a minute. No, I got it. I just got it.
Tempest Trial's banner?
I just got it. No.
Yeah, who are they gonna have for Tempest Trial's banner? Because there's only like 2 they could use.
Yeah, there's one.
Yeah, there's like no Tempest Trial banner. There's no unit.
They could throw someone random character.
Someone who's like related or something.
Like we'll do Apotheosis Anna. I can see Flame, but and the reference is a mystery.
I put Mark in S tier because like he does Ike's stuff but better, and he's.
Oh man, I gotta write down the zombie Baruka idea down before I forget about it.
Alright, write that down.
Duo Shamir is
write
also
it down,
S tier,
so
I'd say. I put Duo Shamir. Yeah, Duo Shamir can stay there. I think. Mark is really, really good.
All right, we good?
What I feel like we could delete tier D
let's
and every duo there because the other tiers are going to be bigger and D tiers like don't bother unless they are your favorites. I mean, I suppose, but like we can't delete the units is the problem, right? Duo Ymir is like top, like S tier, easy, like top of S tier. Like she's absolutely insane.
She has a similar thing with Asker, I think. Me or Asker.
Yeah,
oh wait,
somewhat.
Okay,
like,
okay.
She grants Miracle as like a drive kind of idea, which is pretty solid. But also
I think
like
base can do it as well.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, I wouldn't say I wouldn't put that as a pretty solid, but I put that as pretty solid. Just if that's the end of the sentence, because that can solve some like initial like big tanks, like for like units that have like very, very strong counterattacks. Like that can just like shut down all sorts of big offensive units because they just.
Yeah, the only problem is a lot of people for us SD are running Seafood for Maria, and that also shuts down Ymir. So like that has to be a point against her because a lot of people are running Seafood specifically for Maria. It just so happens Ymir is also colorless. So like if she was like a red or a blue, I could validate her as being like permanently in this spot at least. But like colorless feud is a thing, and like
because of Maria.
Yeah, like what Ymir can do is use Flare pretty much better than anyone. Like there's 3 main units off the top of my head who can use Flare really well. Basically, if they have built-in Miracle somehow, they can use Flare really well, and she's like one of the best with it. So I don't necessarily like the Flare as a special, but she does really good with it. So like I like her in S. She's definitely good. What does her special do again? Or not her special, her duo skill. Can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Give me one quick second here.
I saw the art of the duo. I mean, the harmonized Anna, and their outfits actually swapped. They swapped their outfits.
So the duo skill neutralizes any penalty on unit and allies into 2 spaces and restores HP. So it's just like Duma or Ulm, basically. But the fact that it's on a unit that also gives Drive Miracle and is an absolute nuke is like, that's top tier. And last duo is Kagero, who is of course S tier. I would put her above Shamir, but below Mark. I don't think Mark should be losing Kanto control for Ploy. I think Kanto control is still better.
Always been one.
Actually, I have a question. Can you guys hear me? I'm not at work anymore. I'm in my car.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good.
It sounds very car-like there.
But yeah, like...
Yeah, I'm in the Burke vehicle.
The funny thing is, honestly...
No way, you're in the Burke-mobile.
Mark having Kanto control shuts down the last 2 in the S tier, so I like him there. And Thoki just shuts down a lot of them. I love Thoki. She's crazy. Harmonize. So we're gonna kind of do a speed round because Mia's trash.
Wow.
Veronica's trash.
Drive safely. Thank you, person in chat.
She's
Thank
not
you.
trash. She's still good.
I'd put Veronica. I would put Veronica definitely above Mia for sure.
I have this super cool
but like,
Veronica definitely goes above Mia. I'm not sure if I would put her above Ephraim or not, but I mean, she still has a decent weapon.
They both have Kanto. They both move 3 spaces. Yeah. Well, like, the problem is, like, would you take, like... Could you honestly look me in the eyes right now and tell me that you would take Harmonized Veronica over Harmonized Carla? Not a chance.
No.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, Veronica needs a lot of overhaul to work better and to function better, I'd say. But like, let me see what the weapon does. I might be like severely downplaying her, but I don't think she's moving out of D tier. If units solo, defense res +5. Inflicts defense res -5, guaranteed follow-up attack. Yeah, no, she's waiting on a refine. Like, I will agree with Veronica over Mia, like, hands down, obviously. But like, I'm just gonna do it a speed round here. I would put, oh god, I'm torn on the harmonized flying Tiki because a harmonized dance skill is handy sometimes, but no one really uses his Tiki, and I love her for Ponza Loki. Can I justify using her in Summoner's Duels, though? Probably not. She's got the effective against dragons, which is nice. She can run oh no, she can't run the new Dive Bomb skill, because dragons are exempt from it, which is stupid, by the way. So, this Tiki can get Dive Bomb 3, but not essentially Dive Bomb 4 that Alencia has. What the hell?
Lamau.
I will put...
They didn't add...
I will put Tiki at the top of D tier. Because effective against dragons, nuking dragons is always good. And she's a flyer, so she can do guidance stuff. So I will put her at the top of D. I will not put her any higher, but I will put her at the top of D. Harmonized Altina, why would you run her instead of, like, Mythic Altina? But, like, she could do stuff. I'll put her in C tier. But I don't think I could justify putting her any higher because Mythic Altina is just better in every way, shape, and form. But like, she's a good substitute. Speed round. What about everyone's input? Well, what do you guys think about Harmonized Altina? Like, do you agree with C?
Harmonized Altina, yeah.
B.
Harmonized Altina's kind of like pretty meh. If I'm gonna be honest with you, not like.
I think I would put her at bottom of B because Twin Blades is still ignores special or reduces damage by things, and like she still gets like vantage in her thing. She's like Altina, but instead of having like the advantage, she has Null Sea Disrupt, so she can't be stopped by staves and stuff like that. And
true.
I think just like generally for like when units attack twice, it's really good when they have special things like Twin Blades. I think that she at least could be bottom of B. I think Leguiarn has her beat, but she's still very good. Or at least good enough to go into bottom of B.
I can concede that. I like bottom of B. Plus, B's kind of looking a little empty, which is weird because it's the middle tier. But
yeah.
Okay, so harmonized Dorothea. Again, she's a dancer. She can do guidance things. A guidance dancer is always nice. She can potentially double dance.
I just noticed that you put Ninjorin below Ninjalin. I feel like that should be inverted.
Well,
I feel like Ninja Corn
for Summoner's Duels, I think I'd put Linja higher, mainly because of mobility. That's about it. Because
can I have
Linja gets Linja can get charged from Hinoka.
Large?
Corn can't get nothing from
We got it. She's ordering food.
Dr. Pepper, no ice.
I want a McDouble.
A Happy Meal.
Daddy Baruch is buying us all food.
Only bacon and cheese only.
Okay, so what I think I'd do for harmonized Dorothea's, I would also put her in B, but I would put her like mid B. Because a dancer that could double dance is really solid.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Who the fuck moved the corn door?
Corn can get charged from base Alear. Well, yeah, but what's she gonna charge through? Water?
So I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I was ordering food.
That's okay. We were ordering too.
We were laughing about it.
I was like, can I get Dave? I'm at Jack in the Box right now.
I actually. Did you hear BA yelled that he wanted a?
I wanted a McDouble. And someone else wanted a Happy
Meal. McDouble.
Bit where I asked any of you if you guys want anything. Like
Koopa, that's the thing, right? Yes, Ninjorin can also get charged, but what is she charging through? She can't charge through trees. She can't charge through water. She can't. I think she might be able to charge over trenches, but that's it. But Linja just gets an extra point of movement all the dang time, so that's a little more valuable. That is the only reason why Linja is higher for Summoner's Duels, at least. Bunny Myrrh. Oh no, is it Myrrh? Yeah. Harmonized Myrrh here. She has potential. She can be very, very tanky, but she's severely fallen off. She can do guidance things, though. She could be a guidance tanky unit, which is kind of cool.
Hashtag just guiding things.
Yeah, basically, if you're a flyer, you can do guidance. You're kind of at least going in C tier, typically, unless you're, like, absolutely useless for everything else. If you can do a little bit of combat, you're higher. Yeah, I'd put Myrrh in C tier as well. I would put her above the ninjas, but that's like...
Yeah, that Myrrh's kind of like a worse version of Legendary Myrrh without Warp Bubble.
Well, Gakupo, I said she can't get charged. What I mean is, like, a unit that can get something but can't really use it, still basically not getting it, is my point there. Harmonized Catria. S? Any objections? Now the question is, where in S?
Second bottom.
You're talking about Catria?
Harmonized Catria in Summoner's Duels. I would put her
I
at the
will
very
put her-
least, like...
Between, yeah, like that should be fine there. That's fine.
I would honestly put her
'Cause
above, like, Ymir, but below... actually, I would put... if it was me, I'd put Catria above the Dogger. Guidance and triangle attack. And now Catria also has access to Alincia's B skill. So now we have a warping, quad-granting warper. Which is insane.
Of course, but we cannot forget her. But we cannot forget her flaws.
What flaws?
She is very good at the offense, but the defense, she's really easy to kill.
Okay, but she's great as an initiate. Like,
of course,
if you're hoping to sit there and tank with a Catria, that's your problem.
Average Catria fans be like, "Oh, just don't get hit, forehead."
Oh, dang it!
Get hit. Just don't get hit.
So
Forehead.
But if this is like Tempest Trials,
okay, but it's not.
You can tank with Katria. What alternate universe do you live in?
your world, that Baru could have an alt.
Bro, screw you, bro. Why did you have to go there? Yeah, they
Okay, technically speaking, a lot of people used to
I don't know
put.
if the stream picked on my burp or not, but
a lot
I
of
apologize
people.
if it did.
A lot of people do put guard bearing 4 on Katria, but that's because at the time that was basically her best B slot. Now we have access to making her like a harmonized Sonya and able to warp and then basically warp in, kill an enemy, and then the units behind her can warp 2 spaces ahead. So now basically you can do guidance a lot easier now, and she can quad before the foe can counterattack, and yeah, she's I will justify putting her here. I don't think I could put her above the top 4 right now though. She's 5th. Maybe I on a generous day, but like here's the thing, she's a good nuke and she's a good support. Really good support. But Asker's a good nuke and tank and support. Chrom is a good support, really good support, and nuke. Marth is just a really good tank, an amazing tank, but with no defenses. And not really support. He's just a really dang good tank, but he's really good at his job. And Thoki shuts down everything. Thoki shuts down Katria. The Dogger. Asker. Well, Asker's resonances, which doesn't really matter too much, but, you know, it's something she can do. So, like, Katria just keeps getting better with time. Cordelia as well. And honestly, I love both of those units to bits. Yeah. Like,
I married Cordelia on my 2nd run of Awakening.
She's worth it, dude. Okay, so
I married Cordelia too on my 1st run.
On for
Real.
harmonized Sita. Yeah, this unit caused a little bit of a stir back in the
My thing
day.
for Awakening was that I did a coin toss between Olivia or Cordelia, and I landed on Olivia, so I went with Olivia.
Funny enough, on my first playthrough, I had Chrom marry Olivia.
Oh, did you do it accidentally?
It was unintentional, I suppose.
So
Yeah, that's
funny.
harmonized
that could
Sita
happen.
can kind of kill, but not really. She has effective damage against 2 things, which is very nice. Or is it just 1? No, she's effective against everything, but like a little bit, right? Yeah.
Sword, lance, axe, colorless bow, and armor units.
Which is solid, but she can't kill. She has no DR piercing. She can Canto, I believe. That's a thing she can do. But
She has
like,
Kanto too.
yeah, which is solid. But she doesn't support. She doesn't really nuke. She doesn't really tank. Like, I'm sorry, but this is D as well, I think. Oh, she has
Yeah,
a
that's how I
harmonized,
feel.
she has a harmonized dance. I would value that higher if this was an Ether Raids tier list, but in Summoners Duels, I can't really justify that on a unit that does nothing else. I'm still going to say D tier, but top of D. What do you guys think on that?
I think that Sheeta is definitely better than Duo Mia.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
By a long shot. Like, Harmonized Mia is just the worst Harmonized / Duo, period. Like, I would put... I do not like Hector. I would put Hector above her any day of the week, and I do. But that's because I was, like, really upset that they kept the, like, situational turn-based on his weapon for...
Aren't you able to, instead of, like, going through all those, like, one by one, aren't you able to just, like, pick her up and move her higher in the tier? I feel like that would save a lot of time.
No, I cannot. Well, Okay, let me see. Where'd she go? Okay, we lost Ninjoran.
What am I hearing right now?
Jordan's gone. She's so stealthy, we lost her. We can't see her.
Ninjoran, now's not the time to be Kellum. Where'd you go? Okay, give me a minute. I'll just summon another one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, try drop here in the middle of a tier and see what happens.
No, I'm just gonna summon another one.
Alright.
Oh, I need to go to duos. There you go.
There we go.
Alright.
Yeah, I wish this tier list worked like that, but this one's not. It's not great.
Oh, it's a cringe one. Gotcha.
Harmonized Leaf. He also kind of hits like a wet paper noodle.
He did not age well. He's a niche, but he did not age well.
Yeah, like.
Also,
Okay, to be fair, when he can do one thing, and it's very funny. So if you have him with escape route, because he has doesn't he have built-in miracle? Yeah. If you attack an enemy, he doesn't die. He can then use escape route on his Gale Force and pretty much teleport anywhere. It's very stupid, but it's a very funny thing he could do.
Oh,
I'm also gonna put him in D tier. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna keep organizing D tier. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all day. But like, he'll be higher. Harmonized Lysithea should be like what, B or C? She's not great.
I feel like she should be C.
Yeah, like she could do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would put Ninjorn over her though. I value Gale Force over whatever Harmonized Lysithea brings, and I don't know what she remembers. I don't remember what she brings, so let me find out. I think it's just like, oh, Resonance Blades and bonus doubler? To Sacred Stones and 3 houses. I mean, 3 houses is everywhere, so that's solid. Nah, I'm gonna keep her there. Harmonized Azura. That's like A tier. Right? She's like...
Yeah, because she gives you the +6 to everything.
Oh, you have to bring her to us. I've used her a lot. She's really great. The movement actually helps me a lot.
If we're talking dual harmonized in Summoner's Duels and not like other units as well, I would put her S. But basically, my theory is if you have Legendary Ninian, you don't necessarily need Harmonized Azura. But if you don't have Ninian, Harmonized Azura is a good pick. I would put her like top of A. I would go top of A because Ninian's a thing. Yeah.
Not the fact that Azura could actually help you, because it'll help you boost with more movement, and also it does help you with like some maps, like some lunatic maps. Helps me a lot. Sorry, it only happens to Fates and Radiant Dawn characters, but like usually those characters are actually sweepers in those categories.
Oh yeah, because I use Hitari Azura for like Abyssals and stuff, because she's great for those.
I use Hitari Azura a lot. She's amazing.
Like, but again, this is like specifically Summoner's Duels, right? But even in Summoner's Duels, she still has pretty solid uses. It's just Legendary Ninian has more.
If you give her like an opening, like speed opening, then your fastest unit will be even faster. So yeah.
Well, yeah, but you could give any unit speed opening, so that doesn't really count. It's like, what does she bring to a table that not many other units can? Her dance is good, and she's a Cav. And Cav dancers are typically always good, but they have to have other stuff going on than a Cav dance. And she's also a double dancer, so she's up there.
Alright, I'm gonna log off for now because I just got home and I need to like get on my computer and shit. So I'll be on, I guess, if you're still recording or still streaming.
Alright.
Yeah, no,
we'll see you in a little bit.
See you in a bit, bud.
Yeah, see you in a little bit. Yep.
He needs to go eat that McDonald's he didn't order us.
The McDonald's that he ordered from Jack in the Box or whatever he went.
Harmonized Sonya. That's like S tier. Like, she's still absolutely an amazing unit. She can do the guidance things. She can warp. She can nuke. AoE's great. She can accelerate. She basically... Well, I know her thing was like, for units with the same game, from the same games, they get like -2 on their specials, which is phenomenal. She could pre-charge Deduma's Miracle, but she could do more than Deduma. But she could also enable Deduma. So like, these two are like linked. But also, she could do the same thing with the Tikis. And Tiki's just better than Deduma. So, where would you guys put Sonya? Harmonized Sonya in the S tier? Because, like, I personally would go probably before Kagero, maybe Mark. What do you guys think?
I'm sorry, I like zoned out there for like 5 seconds.
Harmonize Sonya.
Like
I easily an S just because of her ridiculous movement. You can like do a lot of really stupid stuff with her, like times pulse 4 and quicken pulse, and like I've seen one in Ether raids where they made her like an AOE, and just like got like a turn 1 AOE. So you just have an AoE jumping at you from halfway across the map, and she is incredibly annoying to fight and really hard to counter unless you like have something like a Corn or something.
Mm. Like
even then, she does hit very hard, and she's very good for like she's even good for cover. Like if you have like all your units like. All someone's units like if somebody can't cram all the units together with around their far saver, then she can severely restrict your ability to actually like move your units in, because you could like put someone into range and then boop, and that's it.
Yeah, and the fact that she can enable guidance as well is absolutely crazy. Like I would put her above Mark, but that is as far as that goes. Like, I don't think I can justify any further. Because, like, the only support she can do is, like, the special, which is only from 2 games. And like, let's face facts, Duo Asker does that better than her, because his is from all games. Mm-hmm. So that's, like, he's just better than her in that regard.
Yeah.
And
also, that one has true damage reduction and hit Duo Asker, so, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I like Sonya there. I think I can validate Sonya there. Good. Azura and Elise and A as they deserve. Hey, Theron. How's it going, buddy? We're just kind of doing a Summoners Duels tier list at the moment. If the chat has...
I'm pretending I know what I'm talking about.
Again, if the chat has any units that they want to see tiered, let me know at the moment. I'm just going to continue with the harmonized units.
I'm just not in agreement. I don't really know too much about anything significant on Summoners Duels.
That is fair. I've delved into this more deeply, but I'm still not like a pro in any way, shape, or form. I just need people to keep my biases in check, and that's why I do is like top of B, because I think that's fair. Harmonized Roy, like
it's the strongest Roy, but I don't know if it's it's still a good Roy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like he could do stuff. I just popped in to see where you placed my girls, and if I'd have to hunt you down for disrespecting them. Well, I'm sorry they're not S, but they're like pretty good.
There's not enough people who use this Roy. Not enough people who use the Roy.
So the Roys are Resonance Shields and Treachery as a harmonized skill.
I kind of feel pity for the Roy fans. I don't think they were handled well.
Okay,
compared to some of the other fans.
Roy's effective against dragons and beasts, and I feel like if he could become a nuke somehow, he would be phenomenal. It would take a lot of work, and I'm not even sure if it would work at all. But like, I see the dragons and beast effectiveness, and I think Happy, and I like Happy, but I don't like this unit.
What if Happy gets a harmonized?
Oh boy, I just want her to get an all. Why wasn't she Halloween? Hey, you're safe.
Well, if you really want to Happy, you can always vote for her and choose your legends.
If she, ironically, she becomes a beast unit.
Why would they do that?
Oh, that'd be funny.
Her size.
She could dress like a beast.
She's not the beast, but the beast around her is the beast. We'll be fine.
At least it's not a TMS situation where they're never getting all.
Unit initiates combat as when they see space of an ally, grants Spectrum +5, and inflicts penalty on foes. 50% of total bosses on unit and combat -6. So it's Spectrum -6 on the foe, a Spectrum +5 to him. That's an 11-point stat swing. That's it. No, I'm sorry. I'll give him points for the Dragon and Beast effectiveness, and that is it. I'll do bottom of C for Roy. Like, he's just... Harmonized Edelgard, though. Now we're cooking.
She is amazing.
She is solid. She could be a saver. She could be, like, an initiator. She could do Gale Force stuff. She could do... Oh, this Edelgard is something.
Definitely.
The fact that... That's the thing I like about Edelgard. She can just Gale Force as an armor unit. You can't think of anyone else that can do that.
Couldn't she technically Gale Force as a saver?
She could do. She's like max. She's basic on res. You could just add like an armored flow, or even just do anything else. Like you just
armored beacon.
On, like,
she's.
Of course, armor beacon.
I mean, minus plus res and her defense and res are equal, so like they're both 48. So you could do either one.
Even now, I'm still wanting for Summer Edelgard, and I could never get her.
She's still a threat. Like you still lose to her at times.
I want to say I would put like.
Jesus.
I don't think I've had an issue fighting her in Summer's duels matches, but that's because like I use units that just delete her. But she can be interesting depending on the build, because you could do. Like, you could, like, do a combo where it's a save and she could also Gale Force. So she could actually initiate... So if you put her on a Guidance unit, she could pop out, she can attack. And now that Guidance unit's saved from... and then there could be a wall for the Guidance unit. Because if she's far save, she's just sitting there. But then she could also act again, so she could just pop out again. Like, there's some funny things you could do with Edelgard. Now, the question is... She's definitely going to be A or S, but is she bottom of S or near the top of A?
Bottom of S.
Bottom of S?
That's what I think, anyway.
I could see bottom of S, because like she's just really, really unique with what she can do. Yeah, I'll say bottom of S. I agree with that.
Unlike the Roy fans, Edelgard fans have been treated pretty well. All her variants are good.
Well, a few have fallen off. Mainly Cuff fallen, but like like pretty much every Edelgard is solid at the very least. Is a good
Roy. Give me a good Roy character. For the heroes.
It's no wonder Edelgard got to be an emblem in Engage.
Right. Harmonized Tana.
Roy's an emblem too, but Roy's a lord, so that was a given.
Harmonized Tana's interesting. Because she has a harmonized dance alongside she can do guidance stuff, but she's also a fairly decent combat unit too. Like this girl's kind of multi-purpose. So her weapon is sling, Canto 1 to unit. Oh, she grants Canto to all, which is kind of cool. That's pretty nice support.
Canto 1 to be clear.
Yeah. Like, and that's the true one too. So that's pretty good. Neutralize effects to prevent units' follow-up attacks, and also if unit initiates combat against a blue, green, or colorless foe, she's stronger. So anything that's not red, she becomes even more harder to deal with. And she has the harmonized dance, and she could do the guidance stuff. And yeah, like that's A tier, dude. She's A tier. Like I'm happy putting her in A. I would say the bottom of A. Well. Okay, Alphonse does his thing, but only infantries. I would actually put her under Duo Peony. I would put her under Duo Peony.
I have a little bias with Tana because I almost always use her on my team with Golveg, so that's fun. Not in Summer Duels, mind you, but...
And Golvig goes crazy. So, Harmonized Cordelia.
Oh, she is S.
I would put her right under. I would put her right under.
She has to be. She has to be next to Katria.
She is.
Like,
I would.
Of course.
I would say she's next to Katria. Yeah, mainly because she does
the exact same thing.
Not the exact same. Her condition's a little nicer or meaner at times, but she's a side grade. But even a side grade. It's very
dependent on team comp.
Is really good.
Makes your units stronger. Both Awakening and Fate's characters.
Well, and here's the thing, right? Both Katria and Cordelia do basically the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They both hit basically equally as hard. They both can run Alincia's new B skill and guidance. So they could just warp in and then warp people behind them.
I don't know if they need guidance since... Oh, okay, never mind.
So, like, the only difference is triangle attack versus dual strike. And the only difference is you need 2 units close to you or just 1. But they have to, like, 2 units within 2 spaces or just 1 right next to you.
They have to have those.
They each have, like, their own strengths and weaknesses there. Where if you only have 2 units left, you don't get nothing with Katria. But, like, it's hard to sometimes do the right next to each other for the dual strike. But I would still say triangle attack dual strike. So, like, this is good. I like this.
To each their own.
Yeah, it's... You could argue either one over the other because the only actual difference is axe versus lance and more range but more units versus like adjacent and 1. And there's
Just throw them both in Legend of Hinoka. You'll be equally cancerous.
Yes, exactly. Harmonized Lind. Harmo Lind. That's like S tier right off the bat.
Which one is Harmonized Lin again?
She's the red tone. She's the red tone with Sarah.
The other Lin, the one that from Mystery of the Emblem.
The Desert Lind.
Yeah.
She was paired with Sarah.
Oh, Lind. I thought you said Lin.
Magic.
No,
Magic.
To be fair, Fire Emblem needs to get a little more creative with names. But no, Harmonized
Sure,
Lind.
Happy's not a good name.
I don't know enough about her, honestly.
Harmonized Lind is like absolutely crazy. She grants Terrainless. She grants Null Follow Up, and like she gives it to everyone, which is crazy. So like,
and she could bypass that Divine Flame Flare. So
Yeah.
from what I've seen,
yeah,
People who use her.
because basically the flare is it's terrain and Terrainless.
she gives a finger to my Golvig, and I don't like that.
She's
But
a good unit.
But I have a soft spot for Lynn because she was helpful in my FE1 experience.
She's like a ranged nuke that is also support, but she's got more range and she offers a good amount of support. All her support is helpful. So like I'm gonna put her kind of next to Mark. Actually, I'm gonna put her above Mark.
I'm sure Kagura's S for a different reason.
Oh boy.
Hee 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 ha.
But no, Kaguro's
Later on.
just a really good unit for a summoner's duel. She's really good on a dogger line. Like,
Death.
so good. Harmonized Carla, also S tier. That goes without saying.
I mean, ToastyAlear is always showing off that Carla, so I kind of know how powerful she is.
I would put her above. I would put her above Lind, but below Katria. Not Katria. Sorry. Above Lind, but below Sonya. That's the unit I'm thinking of. Because, like, she's a good nuke. She nukes hard.
Yeah,
Not only
but she also
can
has
she-
no damage reduction, so I think... so she's not really good for retaliation. So she's, like, really fit into her, like, little niche.
Just use her on player face.
So I think, like... I don't know. She's interesting. I don't know. I think she is a better unit than Lind. I think I absolutely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah,
So, like, I think that
she's a
Lind
better
has
nuke,
more,
but
Lind
she's
has more
not as
survivability, but as a nuke, I think she, and she's just pure raw offensive power.
Oh yeah.
She's kind of similar to, like, Legendary Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhat.
Except, like, Carla gets to reuse specials and, like, loop them on odd turns, apparently. Yeah. At
Something
certain
like
odd
that.
turns, she just gets cooldown count -2 immediately. Which is crazy. The harmonized Tikis. Obviously S. But where? I would put the Tikis, honestly. God, this is tough. Because they're like the only armor unit, right? Besides like Edelgard, but they're way better saver than Edelgard. But Edelgard's more versatile. But like in terms of a saver, Harmonized Tikis are the best
you're back.
dragon saver in
Welcome
the game.
back.
I'm back.
Like I would say
now
the
have-
Tikis are the best dragon saver in the game. But the question is, where an S? Like
That's a tough one.
right? Like I would,
Tough one.
just because of how good of a saver they are, I would put them. Here's the thing. I would have to put them above every ranged unit, at least up to Lind, because I know she could tank all of them. I know she could tank Sonya because AoE. I know Tiki can do that. And here's the thing: if any of them attack into Tiki with their pre-charged specials, they won't get them. Period. So I'm automatically wanting to say she's like between Ymir and Sonya. Like they're that good. But what do you guys think?
I mean, I just got here again, so I don't know.
I
But
think at most she'll be, like, below Emir.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Below Ymir. Because like just
I like seeing Carla and S tier. Good.
Carla's
Shut up,
good.
Bird. Shut up, Bird, because you keep showing her off in your streams.
Yeah, because I mean, bro, plus 10, bro.
Honestly,
you were there for my epic summoning sessions of her.
I was there.
Guys,
crazy.
If we look at S tier right now, it's Baruka tier. We got Thoki. We got Sonya. We got Carla. We got Kagero. We got Shamir. This is kind of Baruka tier.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, all my waifus.
Well, I think if for Baruka's tier, Legion will also be up there, but whatever.
Yeah, Legion would be up there too. Yeah.
And Byleth as well.
Byleth.
There you go. Yes, Baruka.
I have a lot of waifus. Okay, sure.
Well, Baruka's dead. So.
And speaking of Ira, Harmonized Ira, also S tier.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Burke tier. S tier's Burke. You typed in Baruka.
Like, I'm like not even being biased about this. It just
she's good.
I would put her above Carla. Ira above Carla any day of the week.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you use all her movement, that's basically Kanto 4.
Because Ira has like super Kanto, where she can just literally Kanto back to where she was originally from a far away.
And she can act.
Here's the thing: put her on a Dagger line, like mine. Pop that skill. She will go to infinity and beyond, and then just retreat all the way back.
And you have to survive not one but 2 Supreme Astras.
Exactly.
Yeah, she'll proc that. She'll proc that all the time.
Like I wanted to. Ethan, I'm back from Connor Zach's stream. Is the list looking at SDS or SDR? Just SD as a whole, really. I don't like. You could say one or the other because I think this is fairly valid for both. But this is just SD in general. I'm kind of combining the two, but like. Yeah, like here's the thing. SDR is like if you're not using 5 units. My problem with SDR, I guess this is mainly looking at SDS. If you want to talk SDR, it's like these are the top 5 units in the game. Use them or they're A tier. Like right off the bat, it's stupid. I don't like SDR much. I'm sorry. I like to be able to use my favorites. I like to be able to choose what I use. Not if you're not using the meta, you don't really get to play the game at all. I hate that. That's just like Yu-Gi-Oh right now. And that's why I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
You lose breathing privileges.
That's kind of why I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh as well. And Summoner Duels.
Yeah.
Well, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, same. I used to like, and you know when I dropped out of Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh, if you don't have 3 copies of a card that's worth $100 a piece, you can't play the game.
Yeah, you
want to build my decks and have fun.
I want to do that too. But
and that's what SDS is. You build your decks and you have fun. Okay. So,
maybe that's why I stopped playing competitive modes. It's like I have to get this unit just to play the game. Like I don't want to do that. I want to get units that I want, not units that I must get.
Okay, so Gakupo wants me. Gakupo, do you really want me to talk about Brave Corrin? Do you really want to go there?
We're not going there. Come on now. She's not. If Corrin was here, she'd be S tier. She'd be in a center tier with Bridal Tiki.
I can't do that. I cannot willingly do that. There's one way, and it takes a very clever player to be able to use her in that one way to make her God tier. I cannot willingly put her in S. I will go top of A, but she is not the best. She's up there. Okay, if you look at SD in general, then the only save in S tier is Tiki, and the rest of the S tier is nukes like Windclad and Legendary Hinoka. I mean, yes, but like, I guess this is more SDS than SD, but it's still SD, so I don't know.
Someone has a house. Let's go there.
Okay, let's see. Where are they, by the way? They're in here somewhere. Just gonna browse.
Yeah, no dragons for Halloween. That's so weird.
Okay, so Brave units are right there. Okay, so let's save my controversial Corrin take for last. Where would we put, like, honestly, I think all of the CYL units are either A tier or S, easy. But
easy.
Oh wait,
definitely.
If SDS, then Duma is S.
Oh, okay.
Ethan?
Oh, who?
Okay, here's a question. This is specifically for Ethan in the chat, okay? Would you honestly take a Deduma over a Harmonized Tiki or a Brave Corrin? Could you honestly tell me that? Or a Duo Marth? In my viewpoint, what makes a save good is that they can tank and kill. Or just tank really, really good. So the Corrin can situationally tank good, but she can kill. Duo Marth can kill. The Tikis can tank really good. I cannot put the Doom on the same tier as Tiki. Tiki's just outclass him in every way, shape, and form. And I would not take the Duma over Tiki, Marth, or Corrin. But like those are the top 4, but he's the worst of the 4. That's my take on it. Where would you guys put Brave Robin? Because obviously, I want to say I used him in my happy team, right? And what I would do is I would run up and like kind of nuke an enemy, and then I'd Kanto back, and then I'd pop him. I would teleport him in and repo them over trees. Like for the last map, I would like pop in, repo Happy out of the way of the enemies, and then just sit there, so they can't kill her. And it was so much fun being able to do that because he can do the normal range stuff for that like melees can do, and like if you pop it to Dogger, he's going far anyway. But he doesn't necessarily need the Dogger to go far. So he's a very interesting unit with his warping thing. And the Spectrum +6 is phenomenal. If it worked for AoEs, I would very happily put him like mid-S. So what do you guys think for Brave Robin?
Brave Robin.
Like,
the tier list?
Yeah.
I think A.
Like top
I'm
A?
not sure about. Yeah, like second to A. I don't know what in the category, but like I don't feel. I know like he's actually good warping, and also like his rally spectrum is great. Just don't understand the B skill. That's about it.
Yeah, Gambit's interesting.
Gambit's interesting, but like it's not in like game mechanic interesting. Sure, I don't feel it as much. I got it and I use it to inherit someone, and I don't feel anything else different. You just get damage reduction. Just feel like whoever count of the special cooldown you got as the maximum, it's a bit stronger, but it doesn't feel anything the same.
Oh yeah, I guess Duma does. Okay, so Ethan does have a point. Duma does have built-in scowl, so like that's fair.
True.
That is fair. That is something that he does have. Hardy Fighter, Warding, Breath, Miracle. He lives Wind Clawed when compared to Marth. Most of them. Okay, but he's not. Okay. Is he surviving a normal Wind Clawed or my Wind Clawed? Because I don't think he's surviving my Wind Clawed. As for Hardy Fighter, that could be given to almost any armor, so that doesn't really count for much. It's not like he uses it better than anyone else.
I have
Miracles. Okay, so he can do the miracle thing, and I did mention this earlier when we were talking about Sonya, but the problem is he has to be paired with Sonya or Duo Asker. So one of the 2 meta units has to be paired with him in order for him to do his job. Pretty good. What is my Wind Clawed? Oh, he's getting 15 effects. That's all I'm telling you. You're gonna have to, if you want to see that, you gotta wait for the for my showcase. But
holy snap!
Admittedly, he's not. So I don't think it's an ideal team for SD, but he can get 15 effects, and I don't think Deduma's surviving that. Like I don't think that's a thing that can happen. What is my Claude getting? Give me 1 second here. I have the list. Okay, so he's getting the basic Claude stuff. So no follow up, no panic, deep star, foe cannot make a follow up attack. Kanto, Treachery, Dual Strike, Penalty Doubler, Warp, Neutralizing Penalties, Desperation, Charge, Pledge, Doubler, Blades. That is what he's getting. And it's actually a solid SD team, oddly enough. No one lives a Wind Clawed with 15 effects, or even Catry or Cadelia support no save lives. Yeah.
Nice.
Like he.
Then I have a question for you in the chat. Who do you use mostly as a duo or harmonized hero?
Yeah, who's your go-to duo harmonized? Because like I see that, like yes, Duma has built-in Scowl, but I could give Scowl to like the Tiki's have built-in Scowl. I could give the Corn. I could give Corn Scowl. That's probably one of her best skills.
Carlo.
Yeah.
Atria.
So Corn, Tiki, and who's the
What was the question again?
Marth can't get Scowl, but he kills before you can initiate, and there's only 2 things that can actually counter him, and that's having more speed, which good luck with that. Or Hardy Bearing, and there's only one one slot, one seal for that. So catcher clears all. Well, yeah, but like, who's your go-to saves? Like, if you were to put, because we can't, I can't have 3.
Oh, saves. Oh, you're talking about saves.
I can't willingly put like 4 or 5 saves in S tier just because they can do Scowl. And Dragon can do Scowl.
Oh, the secret correct answer is actually Brave Soren.
Brave Soren in the chat. I have one more question for you. Which do you prefer, Burger King or McDonald's?
Oh my god. Okay, so
I don't know.
Ethan says Tiki. So yeah, like so
Burger King.
I almost said Dunkin' Donuts by accident. Not even
Burger King, because like even though it's expensive as fuck, I would love to eat Burger King. I don't
really have any Burger Kings around me. I only have McDonald's around me.
I'm actually curious.
I have both.
To my guess, I'm actually curious. What are your guys' take on Brave Soren? Like, what do you think of his assigned decoy thing?
I think he is pretty cool.
I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit.
I think it's ridiculous and really stupid.
Okay.
I like how it bypasses the limitations of one save for Chaos, Aether Rays, and Summer Duels.
Right?
Here's my hot
and here's the
take
thing. You could run no saves and still get 2 saves.
Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
That is so crazy. I
Okay.
love him.
Here's
Like,
my hot take on. Yeah.
would you
Okay,
guys
Soren-
argue if I put him in S? Because I think he deserves it.
Yeah.
I think Brave Soren is an S tier
Put him in
unit.
S.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Like, alright.
Wait, where'd you place other Brave units?
Which far save you give him? You just like, or you give him 2, but like you gotta make sure which one is which. Like he keeps spreading it more.
Mm-hmm. Like it's you can do, so when it comes to Summoner's Duels, you can do multiple different kind of like setups with a Soren, right? You can do a near save and then Soren is giving you a far save. You could do no saves and Soren's giving double saves. You could do you already have a far save, but now you can have a backup far save just in case the first far save dies. It is absolutely crazy. Soren, to be fair, Soren's only as epic as the saves that you have available. But
okay, but what if the save is Duo Asker?
Exactly. Or Ymir. Or
Summer Fjorm.
a Summer Fjorm.
Well,
Fallen
yes,
Female
Summer's near
Byleth.
save.
Like, Soren is
Exactly.
S.
Oh god, fallen female Byleth with Soren sounds evil.
Okay, so
Ugh.
basically think about it as Soren is a nuke. He's a range nuke.
Air.
That
Summer's near save would be scary.
I would put him above Sonya, below Bridal Tiki. That's where I would put him.
I would.
Because
I'd be tempted. Like I could see above Sonya. Like I could see exactly where you see, or barely like right behind Sonya, because like he's basically a. No, actually, I would agree with you.
No,
between.
Yeah, I would put him above Sonya because he also has like anti-damage reduction, and so he also has like that option to eat through. To eat through like damage reduction units like Fallen Corn,
like
dinner.
And
here's my thought on why I'd agree to put him between Tiki and Sonya, right? Not only is he a ranged nuke, right? He's not one save skill. He's not one savior. He's 2 saviors in one unit. So he basically has guards protecting him whenever he wants.
pretty much.
And the guards replace themselves. So like, he's going behind Tiki because Tiki's one of the best saves. Basically, is the best save in the game.
Oh, what about Fallen Ike, or as a far save?
No, we gotta talk about Brave Corn and Zorveg.
Still counts as like a for Soren.
You could. do Fallen. Fallen Ike is so funny too. I like him. Okay, so I feel like Duo Marth is just my bias. I'm actually starting to think about that a little bit longer.
Duo Marth is still good.
He's great. Is he as great as the others here? I do not know. I think I will drop him behind Soren. Because Tiki as an overall better save, it just... Marth can kill things, only 2 things counter him. What counters Tiki? My happy. That's it.
Oh, I beat your happy.
Of course you said that.
So many times in your ether raids.
Oh, I don't remember the last time I was using her in ether raids. So I will put Marth below Soren because Soren's making god tier saves. So I will do that. I will nudge from my bias a little bit on the Marth. Marth is still fantastic. I'm not gonna claim otherwise. But next to Soren and Tiki, he's like I said, two things counter Marth, either bearing or more speed, which is very difficult, but nothing really counters Tiki. You have to have more res, and even though that's not really countering her, that's just getting past one thing. You still have to nuke like a truck. So I can do that. Now you think it's biased, Kupo? Shush.
Here's one fact about
Gulveg. Gulveg is fun. I like
it. You mean Sather? You mean Sather?
Or Hather? Or Kvasir? Or God, they need it. I do not like
you mean Sather? You mean Kvasir? You mean Golvek? You mean Sather? You mean
have you guys seen KCB's theory that they might... Have you guys seen KCB's...
Ghost Hills reached an arrow. Infinity error.
Have you guys seen KCB's theory that all of them are going to be on the same legendary mythic banner? That would be so crazy.
Imagine all of them. Imagine all of them on the same banners. That would be funny.
Let me check the hero tracker.
Okay, remember it has to be the colorless and red. Here's one fact. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was about to say there's about Awakening. There's only 2 characters left that are not playable. And there are Vake and Laurent.
Does anyone even care about those 2?
Oh, they're probably.
Vake's kind of funny. I like him.
Should have been earlier, but he didn't came yet.
We have 2 open reds and 1 open blue and colorless for November.
So, for Brave Golvig though, for Summoner's Duels, either A or S, easy. I've not had an issue fighting her, but I know lots of people have.
I want to say Golveg.
Golveg is still good.
As much as I love Golveg, I think she's more of an A tier unit.
A bit, a top of A.
Yeah, I would say top A, because
even better than Azura and Elise.
So here's the thing, right? When it comes to Golveg, she does nuke pretty good, and she self dances without a duo skill. And without Gale Force, that is phenomenal. But it's still Gale Force and SD. That's the problem. She more than likely
Summoner Duels is where she's at her worst.
Yeah.
Oh no, Summoner Duels, she's still good.
She's good. She's good.
I never said she's bad. I'm just saying she's the weakest in Summoner Duels among competitive modes.
Yeah, Gale Force is not helping a whole lot in Summoner's Duels, because more than likely you won't get the second action anyway. Then, but she's such a good nuke. She's still A tier, even with the Gale Force hindrance. You
just need a far save unit to be saving her every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would put her at top A.
Okay, use her with Brave Soren. Her save problems will be solved.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
True, but that just shows how good Brave Soren is. He can make So one thing that I like are units who can make their entire team better.
It.
Oh, you know what makes it worse for Soren?
What?
Embla.
Oh yeah, Embla does shut him down.
How does Embla shut him down?
Severance.
Skill.
Undefended.
Well,
right.
Does that actually work though? Because it's not an actual save skill. It's like a status effect that gives a save. I know Thoki shuts it down.
Well,
Try
okay.
it, it still
Under
works.
it says that unit cannot be protected by Savior. Assigned Decoy gives a unit the ability of Savior.
Yeah, so I guess it would still work, but also no one's really using Embla, so it doesn't really matter anyway.
Unless you get the
Undefended
new
does
alt.
beat Soren according to Ethan? Okay, I'll take your word for it. But like, you're not really running into many like Emblas anyway, unless you're playing against Connor Zach. So
The iceberg guy. The iceberg guy.
I mean, wait, was it him or Tasho who was like using Embla a lot? Both of them?
One of them, I don't know.
I can't remember anymore. I feel like one or the other is. But either way, unless you're playing against them, you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, and by the way, the November Hero Tracker, it has almost pretty much all of Book 7's characters, if they put Kvaser and Guveng in there. The only exception is probably Njorther, but I don't really care about him.
Yeah. But yeah, like, I'm not gonna move Soren just because Embla exists, because like Thoki exists and Thoki's just better. So I can't put Soren lower just because a unit that can stop him exists but is rarely ever used, if at all. So that doesn't really count for much. Okay. Hot take time. Brave Corrin. Now, I'm not a fan of this unit in Summoner's Duels. I like her elsewhere. Perfectly fine. I like to think she's kind of like Gullveig. Like Brave Gullveig there. Where Summoner's Duels isn't quite her mode. She's still good in it. But it's not where she shines. If that makes sense. Because like my issue with Corrin is it's not this unit can take her out. It's this mechanic can take her out. That's my problem with her. I've only run across one person that I can honestly say so far. Maybe I'll find more, but I've only run across one person that I can honestly say played her perfectly. And I killed their captain and they surrendered before I could have more fun. So I'm still a little annoyed about that. I finally found someone that I was like, oh yes, they're using her the best way I have ever seen. And then I took out the captain and they just surrendered. I'm like, really? I got excited. Okay, so by losing to a mechanic, I mean basically how Summoner's Duels operates with the turn thing. Corrin, I find Corrin's terrain activation condition to counter how you want to use a save team in Summoner's Duels. By that I mean, so this is good. It took me a while to figure out exactly how to word this correctly, because this is kind of a complicated kind of idea. But, so, we all agree Corrin wants to protect her allies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in order to protect those allies, they need to be within range of her, as both as a savior and the terrain, right? Now,
Yes.
getting those units inside the terrain or inside range of Corrin uses actions, right?
Yes.
Now, in order for Corrin to get the terrain, she has to move first, right?
Yes.
So why can't the enemy just end their turn with more actions remaining and then nuke Corrin? That's my issue with her. She wants to move first. In order for her to move first, typically you want her to be actually taking the first. You want to have the first action. But if you have the first action, not all your units are protected by her because they aren't near her, because you had to end your turn early in order to actually get the terrain first. But it's a cycle. Now, you could keep her safe and warp her in, but there won't be any terrain to protect that unit. However, what you could do is this is what the one person did who I say played her perfectly. Because basically without the terrain, any AoE, basically, any of the more recent AoEs, I guess, can take Corrin out. My Happy cannot take out a Corrin with terrain up. But without terrain, tinfoil. The one person I found that played Corrin perfectly, that's surrendered, so I'm still salty about that because I was going to be excited about it. What they did was they left spaces in between. So the AoE couldn't hit Corrin. That was the only person ever to do that I ran across to do that, and I did a Corrin killing spree. I hunted down Corrins. I've terminated about 25 of them. Only one person has played that way. And that is the only way people should be playing Corrin. Because otherwise, relying on her terrain will get you murdered. Because I could just end my turn, have more actions, I run up, nuke Corrin, GG. That is my issue with Corrin. She can easily lose to a mechanic, not just a unit. And a unit that loses to a mechanic cannot be S tier.
Alright, I'm back.
This just sounds like basic SD knowledge. Exactly. So it should be basic knowledge that she's not S. She like, I've nuked her with Sonya, Harmonized Sonya. I've nuked her with Happy. I've nuked her with Thoki. I just go first and win. And majority of the time, the people surrender. Literally, how the not last SDS round, but the round before.
They're just a bunch of wusses that they give up. They give up too easily.
Not last SDS round, but the round before. I actually got further than I ever have because people were playing Corrin, and because I automatically came up with a counter and just swept. I went 20 I did 20 battles, 16 wins, 4 losses, and I went straight up into like Diamond. I went into Master B. From like mid-diamond or something, or mid-platinum, whichever one of those two was higher. But I like catapulted high, and it was just, I go first, I kill Corrin, they surrender, I win, or I kill Corrin, they get swept, I win. Like it, if the terrain's up, I like. So here's the thing: we could do 2 rankings of Corrin with and without terrain. I would be fine with that, because with and without terrain, it's totally different tiers. Avoid the AoE and end turn to remove stupid effects, Veins and Deep Star. Exactly. So like, I'm gonna put the original so the Corrin that I have, like Brave Corrin herself, is gonna be the one with the terrain. I'm gonna put with terrain Corrin in S tier, and I will put her above Tiki. Because with terrain Corrin, I cannot nuke her. Even with a buffed Happy, with the Dogger +6, Robin +6, I cannot get through. But there will be another Corrin ranking, and I will put her barely above the Duma. Is that fair? I'm actually being generous to going 2 because they're the same unit, and more than likely you won't have the terrain. But with terrain, she's S tier. She's the best savior with terrain. Without, not so much. I'm just gonna use base Corrin. Where's base Corrin?
The base Corrin.
Yeah.
Also, Brave Corrin's annoying, man. Sometimes you just have to run into.
I just told people how to beat her with next to no difficulty.
Yeah, originally, but then my Alear just fucking murdered her, so it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
Oh yeah, she also crumples to like
Corrin?
Yeah, Brave Corrin. It was Brave Corrin that.
I don't have a problem. I just let her attack me and then she dies.
Yeah, that's the ultimate counter. Let her attack you.
Well,
that's what I do sometimes.
In SD, like typically, she won't be attacking you, but she can. And actually, okay, out of all the Corrins I've fought, only one of them has actually gotten a kill on me, and that's because she used another unit that had Guidance 4, and she warped and killed my Happy. And I'm like, you know what? Fair. I deserve that. But killing a unit with no defense doesn't amount to much. I'm sorry, but
it doesn't.
Yeah. So with no terrain, I would put her like barely above the Duma, but with terrain, she's above Tiki. I think that's fair. But again, it's incredibly easy to make the terrain not a factor, and then you just steamroll their entire team because they're relying on Corrin to survive, and without the terrain and without the Corrin, they're screwed.
Relying on terrain feels a little situational. relying on the terrain is situational.
Well,
It's kind of pointless to make two tier lists for that. That's just my 2 bits.
okay, what was that? Sorry.
I mean, I'm guessing because someone has a bit of a take on Korn, which is why you did your little spiel, but I don't know. I guess if you're gonna put it that way, then I think Korn should be A and not S, because you're relying on terrain. If terrain is meaningless, then...
Well, that's the thing. It's not meaningless.
I don't know.
If a well-played
like...
Korn could easily be, like, anywhere between, like, bottom of S to, like, where she is now with and without terrain. But the problem is not a lot of people are playing her correctly at the moment. Maybe that's been fixed, because we've only had 2 SDs, or 2 SDSs. But even when I do hunting in base SD for favor, and I don't even really do it for favor, I just do it to hunt Korns because I think it's fun. It's like a sport for me.
I guess...
Most people just aren't placing her correctly. It takes a very, very clever player to use Brave Korn correctly.
I don't know. It feels like, in that sense, Korn should be either bottom of S or top of L. If it's that middling.
Yeah, like, again, like, with the terrain, nothing kills her easy. It's like Hinoka, that's it.
Look at that.
But without terrain, everything, well, not everything, but a lot more things can kill her, and pretty much any AoE can. But it's like, it's that divisive. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, someone in chat just mentioned it best. Like, you don't rank a Korn played by someone bad and a Korn played by a skilled player. You have to, like...
Well, I'm doing it as a percentage base. A majority of people aren't playing her perfectly. But it takes time, and it takes a lot of practice to play her perfectly. But even perfectly played... without terrain, she's still not that great. But like it's varied. But yeah, like I'm just with terrain, she's S. Easy. She's above Tiki. She's harder to kill than Tiki with terrain. How consistently you get the terrain, that's up to you. Let's see. What are some other like fairly like meta-ish units or units that are like that you guys see a lot?
Legendary Hinoka.
Could add Brave-Alear. That's a new one.
Brave-Alear?
Legendary.
Brave-Alear? That doesn't exist yet.
That don't exist.
Okay, what was the...
Try next CYL.
What was the first one that I heard? Hinoka, right?
Legendary Hinoka.
Give me 1 second to find Hinoka.
Because that's another annoying unit that I hate fighting.
Oh yeah, and she's like...
Hinoka?
Hinoka's an
Hinoka.
easy S. Hinoka's an easy S. And you know what? If Ethan's even saying and agreeing that like...
Wait, speaking of Hinoka, who wins Tempest Trial? I mean, not Tempest Trial. Voting Gauntlet.
Fuga won against Claude.
Wow,
That
really?
is
What?
hilarious.
That's done already?
That is hilarious. I was about to pick Fuga, but like,
Oh yeah, I gotta check that.
Dang it, I didn't collect my orbs, dude! I hate this game sometimes. The funny thing is, when it comes to Tempest Trials, I always forget to play the damn thing.
Me voting Gauntlet?
I forget who I selected, but they lost.
I always forget Voting Gauntlet because I keep thinking the reset happens at reset. Like, I think that's when the cutoff is every single time. And that's why I always miss it. Because I don't have
To be fair, he did
to play
get
the
the bonus
mode.
last hour, so that's also something.
Yeah, like,
Wait,
I usually
who
don't have
won
time
them?
to play the
That's the
mode
other
until
one.
after, like, 10 o'clock my time. And that
I will
was
laugh
like
if
2 days
Fuga
ago.
wins the whole Voting Gauntlet. Who's he fighting against? Who else? Who's the other side that won?
Other one?
Okay, so, for Brave Corrin, if you were to combine with and without terrain, bottom of S, that's agreeable to everyone?
I can agree with that.
Okay, I can do that.
Actually, my original thing was either bottom S or top A.
I would still put Korn above Edelgard because they're about the same level with no terrain, but with terrain she's higher. So I feel like with terrain it'd be better than Edelgard. So I'll go.
It's kind of ironic that it's still ironic that the second place Braves are better than the first. This was like in COL 5 when they first came out.
Marth and
Erica.
Marianne.
No,
And
Erica.
Okay, now Marianne too. So
I honestly
yeah.
can never remember who wins first and second between them all. So I just
Marianne and Gatekeeper were first. Erica and Marth were second.
yeah. Oh, I mean like from this batch, but from every batch it's the same.
okay.
Corrin and Soren are second. Goveg and Robin are first.
Korn and Soren. I should be able to remember that easy. But yeah, Legendary Hinoka's an easy S tier. She's the best far save killer in the game. Because she can outspeed Marth. She has no problem nuking any of them.
She still has this feel of nuking armor, so...
Maybe a glass cannon, but she still does her job.
Yeah, but
and let's not forget her rallying cry.
Yes,
yeah, it's like...
the charge to flyers is So my SDS team...
Arion can do that too.
My one SDS team has Mythical Tina.
Maybe use Arion with Gulveg, I don't know.
It's Mythical Tina,
I do want
it's
to charge.
Hinoka, it's Thoki, and then I have Child Eliwood and Base Ymir. And it is so much fun to just smack people in the face with Altina. When I charge in, they can't do anything because they're all like, I have them all pull smoke down, which is funny as all hell. And now they get to try to kill an Altina with no specials. You get one shot to kill her with no special. Good luck. It's so mean. And if they have a saver, I just fly in Hinoka. I just repo her in with charge and then delete. Good. Like, where would she be in S tier though?
In Hinoka?
Yeah. Like, would I put her above the saves that are at the top of like middle S? Or would I put her with the ranged nukes like Katria or Sonya there?
I think I'll personally put like between Thorin and Tiki.
Ethan says top of S just behind Dual Thor. I don't know about that. She's got good support. I would put her above, like, at max, I'd put her above the Dogger. But, like, all the other supports are just so OP. Like, Chrom self-dances and repos and pulses down and has grand strategy if you need it. Dual Asker is just an absolute wall and a nuke. Katria and Cordy have the dual strike triangle attack gimmicks. She provides the same kind of like movement buff. Not really the same, but like she provides a movement buff like the Dogger does. I would put Hinoka above the Dogger.
Fair enough.
Like, just with the fact of like the charge plus being able to kill any far saver in the game, basically, I don't think I've ran across one she can't kill. Let me put it that way. And I've thrown Hinoka against pretty much everything. I have not ran across a single one she cannot kill yet, which is insane. Because, like, that is top tier right there. She's, like, the best save killer in the game. While Katria and Cordelia are ranked criminally low behind Duo Asker. Well, yes. Because, like, they all help out their entire teams in some way, shape, or form. They both enable funny strategies. They both enable a whole bunch of stuff. But Asker's a wall and a nuke, while the other two are like nukes / support, and Asker's all three. Ah, dang it, I just moved.
You just moved Hinoka up there.
I just had Hinoka there, and I was like busy chatting, and then I wasn't paying attention. So while I'm doing this, what was the other unit that was requested? Legendary Alear?
Yeah.
Are we just loading up the S tier right now?
Yes, you're loading up with the Burke. That's why it's called the Burke tier.
It is the Burke tier for sure.
That's why it's called Burke tier.
Oh, since I thought we were doing a far save, and now we're just putting meta.
I didn't know Hinoka was your waifu, Burke.
Okay, well, not minus Hinoka. I hate Hinoka. Fuck you.
Okay, I think it's like the other playthrough.
Ethan,
I hate Hinoka.
A -2 cooldown over free brave hits. It's not just the -2. It's a wall. He could be a save skill user. Have you fought far save Duo Asker? It's not fun.
No, I have not fought that, and I'm glad I didn't.
It is not fun. So is a far save Duo Asker with other kind of supports scarier than stuff? Well, it's about the same level as scary, but it's just he can wall. He can sit there in front and be a wall. He dies to my
Imagine it's
wind
rare.
cloud. Well, that is fair, but Katria and Cordelia died to wind cloud too.
Should put Mendias in the list.
+10 Asker are mid now. Okay, I can't watch chat anymore because my tablet just died. I could watch it on my phone. I still have 20% on my phone.
Rip.
I can just tell you what happens.
What happened?
Yeah, it's okay. I can watch on my phone.
Then Asker are mid now. Not really. You could just
So here's the thing. These three, Asker, Katria, and Cordelia, both play very well with each other. They all make each other stronger, and they could all kill each other too. But which would you rather place your money on in terms of like being able to survive, a Katria or an Asker? Like that's the question. Like again, Asker is nuke and support and tank. These two are just nukes and support, and even then, kind of nukes. They're not super nukes, but they're solid nukes and support. They're great support, but they're still support. Like these three could be basically interchanged, really, because they all power each other. Duo Asker is a lot scarier with Katria or Cordelia's support. These two are a lot more prone to getting destroyed without Asker. It's a mix-up. A smart player knows the value of protecting them. Yeah, and how do you protect them? With saves. And how do you do that? Well, Soren or Asker. Pop an Asker in front. You have a good chance of survival. It's kind of hard to get through an Asker. Like, admittedly, those three can be changed around however you want, and I can see the argument for it. I'm just going to leave it there because I'm lazy right now. Reorganizing them would take way too much time. But I will concede, like, Asker, Cordelia, and Katria are all interchangeable. Soren Asker is bad when compared to Soren Ymir. I mean, Ymir's up there too. It's just her drive is C feud weak, so that's the main flaw. Legendary Alear, give me one second.
Damn it, Dagger lost. Damn it.
Rip. Oh, yeah, that was my team.
So who's fighting who in the finals?
Unfortunate.
Okay, so
I think it's
Legendary Alear is obviously
So Tanoka and Fuga in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the question is, where in S tier is basically where's Baruka in S tier?
I lost.
Where's Baruka in Baruka tier?
She's way.
Baruka is D tier.
Okay, all right. You know, I'm going to ignore that.
Baruka gets above S tier, S plus.
S plus.
Of course. S
Yeah, I
plus
can't do
'cause of
that.
the difference.
Okay, so
Okay.
Legendary Alear. Where would you place Legendary Alear in this muster
Tier
of
list?
S?
Well, she's obviously not the dead end of S tier. She's like higher up because
The thing
like
is, she quads as a dragon unit. She beats like any armor units, like no problem. So and if it's else is a like someone who else tanky, she just ignores it, just keeps doing her job, just beating up.
yeah, next to Ymir would be a good.
I think she should be next to Carla or Ira.
Yeah, I would say like Carla or
yeah.
Ira because they're all melee nukes and they are really good at their jobs. Because like if you look at the top of if you look at the top, basically all the units in top of S is either a save unit or ranged or really damn good supports. So like the melee units are kind of falling behind a little bit here, and honestly, like I would put Alear above these two because she's a nuke and support. Granted, she's
her support is just giving her ally support to pierce damage reduction,
which is crazy. But also, like she could punch people to death, like the Tiki cipher card. So like
that was funny.
Would you guys
She's a dragon, but not a dragon.
Would you guys put Alear above Ira and Carla? I would say yes, because
I would say between Ira and Carla. I'm not sure though.
Like she could tank. She could tank like at least if you just give her enough like stats of it.
Yeah, and like here's the other thing, right? Because she's a dragon nuke, she also enables Eliwood strats too. So now you have a Alear with bonus doubler punching you in the face.
Alear can also get hit by Alear.
And she does what people call Biden blast.
Yeah, the dragon.
So like I would still for the things that she enables and the things that she can do and the stuff you can give her, I would put her above Ira or definitely in between. It's like above or behind Ira is basically her level. We'll say between. We'll say between. So I need to reorganize. What is the next unit we should look at? Does the chat have any ideas?
How about Oliver? I'm kidding.
S tier for the funnies.
So true.
How about Toasty Veruca?
Huh?
Okay, for real though, how about Legendary Robin? Male Robin, to be clear.
Oh, wow.
Legendary Robin.
Okay, so...
Oh, wait.
Good.
I have a request. I know who's going to be the next one. Rearm Plumeria.
Rearm Plumeria. Okay, so we're going to do Robin and then we'll tackle Plumeria. Because funnily enough, those two kind of... One counters the other, so we're going to like tackle Robin first. What book was Robin again? Was he like last
7.
book?
7.
Robin was this year.
Okay.
This year.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay, so now the main thing that people are gonna use against Robin's favor is ploy is now a thing, but it's not as prevalent yet. Mainly because not like ploys like any of those 3 row 3 columns are a little harder to use depending on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I would still say he's S tier.
Yeah.
Like,
Ploy's definitely an answer, but Robin is not dead.
no, and like, here's the thing. Also, like, so my team that has, so, okay, how do I want to think about this? So, I don't know how many people do this. Ethan, you might have to like back me up on this one, but I want to say a lot of people team up Legendary Robin with Legendary Elliewood, right? For like the for the bonus doubler and unity combo. Well,
I don't know if that works. I don't know if that works. Like, bonus doubler gives you bonuses, but with Robin, he debuffs your stats and then grants you the grand strategy.
so basically, actually, how because I run the team that does this, I know exactly how this works. So basically, it just neutralizes. There's like no visible buff or debuff. Technically, your stats look the same, but it still says like -6, +6. But you still get all the stats from everything.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that.
It works phenomenally well, and it's very, very funny. Yeah, Ethan says Legendary Elliewood and Legendary Robin team is an insta-ban. But here's the thing. So, you could say that, yes, Ploy counters Robin. I could also say, I could just remove Ploy. There's a lot of ways to remove Ploy now. Duo Ymir removes Ploy. Duo Doduma removes Ploy. Duo Alm removes Ploy. Base Ymir removes Ploy easily too, and enables Legendary Elliewood ideas.
True.
Like, right now,
it doesn't just enable
right now
grand
the
strategy.
Elliewood's best friends is Base Ymir, because she could just repo in front of them and just cleanse Ploy completely. Ploy does not exist now. It is insane. I love that combo. It's what I did for my Altina team, because I'm like, I'm not getting Ployed now.
Oh, are you saying Harsh Command Plus is gone, makes the Ploy gone just like that?
Yeah, it would, but it uses
Harsh Command is a Lamau.
The Ymir repoing herself like across, or like however you want to think of it, does also use an action, but it's hitting the whole team. You're cleansing the entire team, not just one unit. So Harsh Command is kind of a waste of an action, in my opinion. You could also just take an action and dance the unit. That also gets rid of Ploy.
True.
So Ploy is not exactly an answer to everything. It helps, but it's not a massive hindrance. It's nice when it works, but it can be worked around, which is very funny to me. So I would still say Legendary Robin is S tier. His supporting capabilities and nuke potential. He's not. He can nuke, but he's not like an amazing, outrageous nuke that I've seen. but his support
My guess is
really good.
he should be either next to Mark or next to Soren. For Robin.
I want to say above Lind because he offers like a really good support thing, and that's kind of what he does. And like Lind's effect stuff that she grants is nice, but there's other units you could do null follow up, and the terrainless is handy for some but not handy for most. Legendary Robin is a unit that removes debuffs and turns them into buffs. Only counters are Sabotage and Ploy that can be removed, and Foe Penalty Doubler is only one layer of Unity. Only counters are Sabotage. Well, doesn't Sabotage help him? Technically? I want to say yes. It's the same reason why you don't run... oh no, Panic helps. Well, Sabotage is just debuffing stats, so you're still getting, like, Unity on that. Can you match the stats? On my team, yes. So for both my Altina team and my other team, so my Altina team is the Altina, the Thoki, the Hinoka, the Young Eliwood, and Basie Mir, all the same attacks. And the other team is Fallen Female Byleth, Duo Marth, Legendary Eliwood, Legendary Ninian, and Legendary Robin, and they all have the same attacks. So I've matched stats on both teams. So it's very fun for me. Sabotage counters him? Okay. But not many people are running Sabotage either. Like a lot of the skills that stop or hinder Robin also aren't really seen much. There's better B slots than Sabotage. There's better C slots than Ploy. Are they helpful? Yes, but both of them can be kind of worked around. I'd have to read up on Sabotage again, which is funny because I know the skill. I have it on my Thoki. But I can't remember what it does off the top of my head. How does it stop stop grand strategy kind of ideas? Let me see. The attack res -6 is helping Robin. If units res are greater than foe's res, inflicts attack res -X on foe during combat. X equals 3 plus highest penalty. Okay, so it's kind of not neutralizing it. Okay, I gotcha. Because they get the -6 from the grand strategy, so it's like basically plus 12. But that's an upside up plus 6. And then it's -9. Okay, so then, yeah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. So it's like -3. Okay. Yeah, Sabotage works, but not many people run Sabotage, not many people run Ploy. I would still put him above Lind. Grand strategy as a whole is just a little harder to give than no follow-up. That's my thought process. Now...
Round Plumeria.
Huh?
Never mind.
There was another unit that was mentioned, and I believe it was...
Plumeria. Rearm Plumeria.
Yes, Rearm Plumeria. Okay, see, this is going to be rough because I have not played Summoner's Duel since she came out. So I am
It became my favorite fairy.
This is like pure headcanon. Because I have no clue about this unit and how she performs. Yeah. Ethan goes, Robin is at least over Duo Mark. His ceiling is under, I'd say, Hinoka. Yeah, he's basically like with... Yeah, it's rough. You kind of do need to either ban him or have an answer for him, and if you don't, you're in for a rough time.
Here's the thing about her. She when she dances, she gives you charge. I mean, she minus cooldown. It gives you guard and gives you charged. Attack speed Ploy.
Okay, let me see, because I have my Plumeria still kind of kicking around at the moment.
She has charge. She gives you a debuff, gives nearby foes a debuff, and also gives you foe penalty doubler.
She has Wings of Mercy 4 and Still Waters 4.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a really good support. She's a really good dancer. Probably the best flying dancer in the game for sure. I don't know if I don't think I'd put her above like Legendary Ninian as a dancer, but she's a really good dancer.
Makes me wonder what the new Peony will do, which I believe could be in the next Tempest Trials, but also might not.
Accelerate special trigger at start of
the next other character, because the Tempest Trial is going to be the exact same banner as the Halloween.
mean, the story.
Spectrum plus 5 and charge and full penalty doubler.
Oh yeah, we might.
I was thinking we get Ascended Peony next, but
we might.
the next one might be another double rearm, so I'm not too certain. So we might get that Nothingness Ruler next, possibly.
Plumeria is a
new.
Robin answer. Grants
new.
charge and is the perfect support of an offensive unit.
Yeah, we might. Well, we get to see who that villain is coming up in the next Tempest Trial, who's like encountering at the end of Plumeria's Tempest Trial. Who's that?
So-
like, hey, you will not come any further. And it's like, what?
I would say Plumeria is definitely S tier, 100%. Like the stuff that she could do the guidance stuff. She could do the sabotage. She could do sabotage and.
And I mean,
Void
she
if
gives
really
you,
want to.
she gives you the lewd dreams.
She's like horny S tier. That's why Baruka.
As she should be.
So
No, she's the thing is that she's all like, oh god, why do I have to do this job? She hates her job. She's like,
she's like every one of us on a Monday.
yeah. Like, oh god damn it, I have to.
Yeah,
So that is Monday, by the way, technically.
technically, well, not for me yet. But
There was a comment. I remember seeing a fan comic of it where it's just
I love it.
Plumeria looking into the thoughts of the summoner, all the summoners, and he's like, "Oh my god, why are you guys so damn horny?"
So grants another
Why are
action to
you
target
guys so
ally.
stupid?
Grants Spectrum plus 5, charge and foe penalty double.
There was a manga where Plumeria
She
interacted
really
with
high up
Soleil, and she just ran away.
So guys,
Yeah,
where would you place Plumeria on this tier list in the Baruka tier? Because apparently this is now Baruka tier, 100%.
Yeah, majority of the units on there, like my characters.
I swear
Yes.
I've seen you drool over a lot of these characters already. So
Yeah, it looks like-
Oh, you like Sorenberg?
oh no, he likes
No.
Mark. Mark's his favorite. But no, Plumeria, where do you guys say she should be? Because Ethan's saying
Plumeria's well as melee support, so probably next to Soren.
Plumeria is a Robin answer, grants charge, and is the perfect support of an offensive unit. She's not much. She can be kind of a mini kind of nuke. She got true damage, which is helpful for her even dealing damage at all. But like, it's not so much about her weapon. It's more so about her skills and what she can do. The dance is crazy good, but it's only like one unit.
Let's see about the stats. Her res is actually impressive.
Oh, her res is crazy.
Her res and her attack is all that matters for her.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, her supportive capabilities.
Yeah, like she's not a nuke, she's not a tank, she's just pure support, but she's really good at it too. That's rough because so far everyone we have up here is at least a nuke and support, or nuke and tank, or all three.
In that case, put her like next to either Mark or Lind, or even Robin.
Want to see the craziest out of context tweet I've ever seen in my entire life?
I'm gonna
Let's hear it.
put her. I want to say in like before Mark, like in between Lind and Mark, is what I'm thinking.
Okay,
I
that's
put it in
good.
the wrong chat. Well, I put it in the voice text chat instead.
Where would I put Ninian? Like legendary Ninian? I'm assuming. Between Robin and Lind. You know what? I could do that. That's fair.
I want you to look at this image real quick in the voice chat text. I just got this on my timeline.
Okay, so legendary Ninian is like last year, right?
Hang on, I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. So I'm looking at all books. I need dragon.
Is this you with the? No, that's not you. Never mind. Where's your pic? You said something about voice chat. Oh, voice chat text. I see.
That's it? This is all the green dragons we have? Are you kidding me?
Wait, seriously? What is this?
2, 3, 4.
I don't know. I've never even heard of this.
I
game before.
gotta see this. What is it?
Hey guys,
Why
do we
did you-
only
Anthem
have-
Miller been canceled because all the money was spent on strippers and alcohol.
What the hell, dude?
What?
Do we only
Right.
have 16 green dragons?
16 green dragons?
That's it. Apparently.
I'm dying because this is so funny.
That is the most stupidest shit ever. The Anthem
So,
Miller
like,
has been
out of the
canceled.
blue, I just randomly got this on this timeline. I've never even heard of Ant Simulator.
Like all books, all movement, just green dragons
Apparently-
selected. There's only 16. That's insane.
Really? I didn't even notice.
All right. I think that's a good note for you to say good night. I'm tired. I need to sleep.
Wait, before you go, there's
literally all day. So
before you go, there's one more meme. Someone posted this on my server. Here, you gotta see this.
Okay.
Before you go. I'll put it in the voice text thing. Yeah.
Even I'm getting tired.
All right, let's see it.
All right, let's have a good look. See. You get used to it.
I mean, Gaius is a perfect Halloween unit. I mean, he's all about candy, you know.
Yeah, why is
Oh,
that?
yeah,
I see what you're getting at.
I can
It would have been great too, but
Gaius really got an all at the very beginning of Fate in the very first seasonal banner and never came back. At least I think so. Or did he come back for one thing?
No.
All he got was a summer alt.
Yeah, the summer alt was the first.
Yeah.
Was the one at the very beginning. That's what I meant.
And then he got a Resplendent. That's it.
And Panette would be perfect for Halloween.
Yeah, she already looks like a zombie.
What
In
about
fact,
Happy?
her appearance at base screams Halloween.
Oh yeah, Ghost.
Sorry,
where
what
you're
were
still.
saying?
I already told you about the Burka zombie edit, right? Like you'll do it.
I would put Ninian
I'll probably do
as tier
it. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Okay, Ninian and S tier.
Legendary Ninian and S tier, yeah.
DM me the ideas, or the DM me the finals.
Yeah,
Really good
I'll
against.
talk about it when I'm more awake.
On her face.
Alright, well, good night then.
Alright, good night. Sorry I didn't keep interrupting you, Spooky, but good night. I must.
Yeah.
Adios.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I'm about to head out too. It's getting late for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. See ya.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Adios.
Okay, so
Ninian.
So Ninian's a really good, she's good for combat because people could just not counterattack her, which is fantastic. And she's a dancer, but she's a little bit less supportive than Plumeria is, but she's more combat focused than Plumeria is. I would put her right behind Plumeria.
Yeah.
Because they perform similar functions, but one's more support, one's more combat. So it's kind of like a little baby trade-off there.
Yeah.
But I value guidance more than combat a little bit, so yeah, that seems fair. Plus, she's a Cav, and Cavs can't go as far. So, and in SD, there's a lot of maps that screw over Cavs. So I feel like that's fair.
Okay, then between Ninian and Plumeria, let's talk about the kit. Between them, Plumeria has a better, in my opinion, has a better kit than Ninian. Is basically on a Dragon Cav, but Plumeria has the advantage of having two skills that are both 4, and also have a rearmed weapon. Between Ninian and Plumeria, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Ninian can self-dance herself and the person she dances, which is kind of cool.
Right. Yeah. Also, you have to wait until the second. You have to wait till the second turn to activate it.
Yeah, but you do get it twice, which is really, really cool too. Ninian's better for action economy, and combat. Meanwhile, Plumeria's is pure support, but she's really damn good at it.
Self-gale force.
I'll leave this. I'll leave that at there at the moment. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Messages. Hang on. Is my live chat not quite working the way I want it to? Where's the thing? Okay, I need to reboot my YouTube apparently. Or I could just watch this chat. Okay, no. So yeah, I think that's fair for Ninian. Any other units that people want to talk about?
Summer Fjorm.
Summer Fjorm. Oh boy. Okay. I still cannot believe there's only 16 green dragons. That's insane to me.
Let's go with one more. 17 green dragons.
Summer Fjorm. is... I'm in this book. I'm going to go down here. Scanning. There's the Byleth. Font female Byleth is still crazy. Like, I don't care. She's nuts. Fjorma's S tier. She's really freaking good. Like, have her be the near saver from Soren, and she kind of goes crazy a little bit. I like it. She's very, very difficult to kill in most situations, anyway.
Because of self-healing and also attacking. Her skill actually activates it in the far range of a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Also works. Yeah.
Like, Ice Mirror is really good. And, like, she's really good as a unit. I never use her, but...
Yeah. Also, the only unit currently... not anymore. Having Sperm 4. That's, like, enough tank to be the speed.
And she is fast. And buffed is even crazier.
Also, her kit is actually exactly what you needed from focus on a god sword or any other weapon basic on needed, like as attack speed finish 4, run 4, and also smoke 4. Great stuff to fodder if you're looking for that.
Yeah, she's like top tier fodder. Foe uses bow, magic, dagger, magic, or staff. Neutralizes effects to prevent units' counterattacks. So staffs can't screw her up, which is nice. Foe initiates combat or foes HP greater than 70%. Spectral +5. Inflicts penalty on foes' attack speed equals 20% of the unit's speed. And she's fast. Inflicts guard. Reduces damage dealt to unit by 5 when foes' attack triggers unit special. And then Frostbite mirrors hers. Never mind. Which is still a good skill. If unit special is ready, you can counterattack regardless of foe's range during combat. Which is also really damn good. Yeah, she's just really solid. She's like no support at all. But she's very offensive. So I would put her like Ira, Alear, Carla tier. What is the game name? This is Fire Emblem Heroes. Sorry, I had to.
Emblem Heroes.
Fire Emblem Heroes. It's a mobile Fire Emblem game. It's a favorite. What are your competitive SD ranks? I'm fluctuating in masters for SDS and SDR. I don't remember off the top of my head. Give me 1 second. I could tell you. Because like I just don't care about SDR as much as SDS. I love SDS. I'm like apparently Diamond D for SDR, which is just, I know that's terrible. But for someone that doesn't care and refuses to use meta, like pick these 5 units or die, I'd rather die, bro. Like, I would put Fjorm above Carla. I think that's a good spot because I think the other two, one has more reach and more offensive capability. Alear's kind of mixed, and then Fjorm's mixed, so I think that's fair.
Yeah.
SDS rank? Yeah, like I said, I'm like Master B to Master C is like where I've placed the last 2 times. Other than that, I've never. And last when I hit Master B, that was the first time I ever even hit Master, so I kind of like catapulted. But no, I love playing SDS because you can actually build your teams. I love it. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna choose a unit because I haven't chosen a specific unit to be put on in a while.
All right, off the script, off the record.
Huh?
You're off the record for you're choosing a unit to just add in there. You're just like, nope. Poop.
No one's talking about them. I'm talking about them.
All right, yeah.
Blues. Nah, I'm gonna go like this. Oh wow, we don't have any blue tomes either, do we? Oh, Cavs. That's why. Okay, well, still. So happy.
There you go. Of course, there you go.
Why is
S tier.
Hang on. Why is Summer Edelgard in S? She could be she's a solid save skill user. She can you could do a save skill build or you could do an initiation build, especially with the Bold Fighter seal now. She could do Gale. Gale Force is not as good, but she's still a solid unit. I'd still put her above the Duma. Not granted, not by much, and that's why she's bottom of S. But yeah, she's solid. Happy. So, if I wanted to be objective, based off of looking at tier S, she could tank Thoki. She can nuke Crom. I don't know how she does it against Asker, but I know she could nuke Katria and Cordelia and Hinoka and the Dogger. She cannot nuke Ymir. She could nuke Tiki's, no problem. I do believe. I'm pretty sure she can, yeah. Soren, pretty much anyone that Soren enables, she can nuke. She would need Hardy Bearing to nuke Marth. She could tank Sonya. Nuke Ira and outrange. Nuke. Maybe not nuke. She might have a hard time against Plumeria, but Plumeria can't kill her either. Ninian nuke. Lynn nuke. Mark nuke. Kagero nuke. Yeah, this seems A tier for Happy, really? You know what? That's actually, I feel like you're being a little bit generous there, Ethan, but I'm not gonna complain. Why do you say Happy A tier? I'm actually curious. Cause this is my girl right here. She can nuke tons of stuff, and she's so good. The more dragons and beasts that get added into the game, the more she can nuke. Freyr, nuke. Pretty much all of the meta, she can nuke. Oh, no A tier for Edelgard. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? Yeah. I can see that. I will put Edelgard below Robin.
Nah, yeah.
Because she's not as prevalent as she used to be. So I can see that. We got many other units that could do quads. So you know what? That's fair. Okay, so Happy. Happy is interesting. She's got one job, and that's to nuke. She's no support, no tank, just nuke. But the list of things she can nuke is insane. She can nuke damn near anything. Or at least mine can. She's beast and dragon effectiveness. She's got really high attack and res. She can outclass a Tiki res stat. And Tiki has the highest res stat of all Scowl users in the game. And Happy still beats her. Which is so funny to me. Happy's a niche anti-meta unit, but in the current meta of Trade Wars, she falls behind. I don't know. She nukes Corns and they surrender. I think that's coming ahead. But no. If I wanted to be biased, which I really want to be biased. But self-refresh on a frail dancer sounds like Gale Force. Yeah. But it's a better Gale Force. Unless she is facing a melee unit, Summer Fjorm is good. Yeah. So if it was up to me, I would put Happy underneath Sonya in terms of nuking potential. Because pretty much all the units from Sonya, well, Sonya's support, but pretty much all the units from Ira down are just really good at one specific thing, specifically, more so. Ninian's kind of twisting it a little bit, but all of them could do some combat, but all of them are really hardcore in one thing and not so much anything else. Fjorm's all combat, no support. Alear's kind of mixed. Ira's kind of all combat, but she does combat really damn good with a lot of range. Happy is niche, but she's also really good against a lot of the meta right now. And AoEs are always good. The maps screw her over. Like I said, if I want to be super biased, and I love Happy, I would put her below Harmonized Sonya. But with maps, even though I know a way to get around the maps, that's actually not an issue anymore. I have my ways to make trenches and stuff not an issue, and it's not even using terrainless. But there's still trees and whatnot. So I will put her top of A. I will put Happy in top of A, mainly because of that I know her weaknesses. I know what she could tank. I know what she could dish out. I know what she's capable of. I know this unit better than anybody. I will say top of A for Happy. What are some other units? I'm only gonna keep streaming for like another 7 minutes, by the way, because it's starting to get late where I am, and I haven't eaten supper. I haven't cooked supper, eaten supper, and I need to finish my laundry. So we'll keep going for another 6 minutes now until a half-hour mark, and then we're gonna call it a day. Oh, Freyr. Hang on, can't forget Freyr. Well, Happy nukes him, so he's like B tier. Happy excels at something so many meta units already do, and she doesn't bring the support that those meta units have. Well, okay. What are the she only excels at AoEing, but she can AoE better than pretty much anyone else. Because like she does kind of pulse herself down a little bit. Thoki, she's in like the same AoE potential as Thoki is, realistically speaking. Like if you're just looking at pure nuke, she's like Thoki tier nuke. It's just Thoki does so much more than just being a nuke. But Happy deals technically more damage to most saviors because most saviors are beasts or dragons. And because she's effective against them both. And has relative attack stats, she actually nukes harder than Thoki does. But we need to get to what's his face? Freyr. Because Freyr's terrifying. Near save Freyr is like, damn. The support is what makes meta units meta. They nuke and give support. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at just pure nuke potential, she's up there. But top of A is very solid for Happy, I'd say. But you said she excels at something so many meta units already do. Well, she nukes better than all of them, but they provide support that she doesn't do. So that's the difference there. Where is Freyr? That's a good question. He's down here more. Freyr. I'm blind. There he is. Okay, so Freyr is obviously S tier as well. Is he S tier? If you make him a save skill user, if you combine him with Soren, he's S tier, but that's just Soren being good. That's not Freyr being good. Happy and a Golveg, pure nuke, no support. Oh, Happy is a Golveg, pure nukes, no support. Yeah, so them being right next to each other, but Happy can tank Golveg and kill in retaliation, so I think that's fair. Or
I see. Interesting.
I'm gonna go Freyr. Would Freyr be more A or S? I do not actually know, because whenever I see this unit, he's partnered with Soren, so that's kind of cheating, because Soren's just good. Like, Soren makes him better, but is he S tier without Soren? I don't know. What do you think, Ethan? In terms of Soren versus, or in terms of where Freyr should be? But a smart Golveg covers her with a far save, and then she can get the second kill from her Gale Force. Well, but a smart Happy player can also just Canto out of the way and just run all the way back. So she's not in the range of fire. Freyr, you're so awkward. Honestly, I would say bottom of S. He's really good. He can enable the Eliwood stuff. He's a really good wall. Soren makes him a lot better. Like, if this was save skill Freyr, he'd be like up here, but yeah, no, I think this is fair. Canto control. I mean, sure. Canto control is a thing, I'll give you that. But yeah. Well, that doesn't really faze me much. Happy runs in nukes. Even if she dies, the enemy's team is in shambles, so it's fair. I can't really think of the new one, Alencia. Okay, so Legendary Alencia is actually kind of crazy. Oh, I know, never allowing Kanto to get out and live. I just rely on nuking my enemies so hard that I just swamp them after the first nuke and I win. I overwhelm. That's my strategy. So Alencia is absolutely crazy. I haven't summoned her yet, so I don't know how she's gonna be, but this is like purely speculative. Because we haven't had a single SD actual like event since her release, right? Because that was just like a couple days ago. But like she can quad, aerial maneuvers is insane. She basically has warping for all. Like, and she quads before the enemy can counterattack too, because she technically has dive bomb. So like she's got warping herself, warping her allies, dive bomb herself, with a brave weapon so she can quad. And what else does Heart of Crimea do? Spectrum +4? And no follow-up. That's really freaking good. So that's like warping plus... Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, that's like S. In terms of... I don't know what about her melee nuke potential is, but I know support-wise, you rely on a bad player surrendering or winning the trade war. Well, maybe, but on my happy team, I also have like infinite range. Alencia is honestly absolutely insane. She's both nuke and support, and she's crazy good support. She's like Hinoka level support, but not Hinoka level nuke. So, what am I gonna do with you? I'm gonna go Harmonize Sonya level. Above Sonya. I think that's perfect. Because she's guidance, but guidance for all. Which is then better than guidance for some. Okay, let's see. And I think that's the end of it. So once I get Alencia in place, we're going to call it a day. And we're going to kind of review this as well here in just a moment. Okay, so in the Baruka tier, I would say it looks pretty solid. You know, we got Thoki, we got the Dogger, we got the Sonya,
Cordelia, Lasagna, Naira, Alear, Summerfjord, Plumeria, Kigero, Shamir, Corin.
But let's face facts, your husbando, Freyr. And A tier looks pretty solid. I'm actually surprised, like, to be fair, we didn't do a whole lot past dual harmonics, but like A tier is kind of like there's not a whole lot here. But like happy at the head of A tier is like, I'd say that's fitting. Like, let's face facts here. Happy has better AoE potential than pretty much anyone right now. So you know what? She deserves it.
Yes, there's Edelgard, there's Edelgard, Carla. That's it.
How did Carla get put down here? Carla's supposed to be up here.
Yeah, I was wondering, why did you put her in 8 tier?
I think that was a glitch. I missed by a millimeter when I was moving her. But Carla should be like behind Alear, behind Fjorm. Yeah, right here, in front of Robin. There we go. I was wondering why that looked weird, but I couldn't tell who moved, so I just kind of moved. I just kind of kept going. It's like I can't tell who moved.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. So, yeah, happy being at the top of A. She can nuke pretty much any Far Saber. Save like Far Save Ymir, and Brave Corn with terrain up. Oh, which reminds me, we can actually like get rid of that. B, Duo Idun. I love Duo Idun. Like, a lot of my favorite units are not in S tier, by the way. Like, I love to use Happy. I love to use Duo Idun. I love to use, well, not in Summoner Duels, but like, just to show, a lot of my faves are not up here. Duo Marth is, but that's because Duo Marth is like objectively good. But yeah, this is like pretty solid, I would say. Do we have any, I don't think there's any qualms about the D tier being like these units. It's like they're not doing anything of importance. They're not shaking up the meta and Summoner's Duels or anything like that. These ones, you could kind of see them sometimes, but not very often. B tier, they could do stuff. A tier, they do something very, very well. They can be terrifying in the right hands. And then S, they're just terrifying in everyone's hands. But anyway, I think we're gonna call it a day here. I hope you guys on the stream enjoyed. If you did, definitely, we might continue this maybe another time. Fallen Maria, damn it, Gakupo. Fallen Maria's S tier. Fallen Maria right behind Ymir. There's Fallen Maria. I'm just like going off the cuff on that one because I'm like, it's been 3.5 hours. I'm done here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to talk to me about how I'm wrong, my server link's down in the description below. It should be working, and if not, I'll put it in a comment. Join my server. I like to have talks about Faye. I've been ignored for like 14 minutes. I'm sorry, Gakupo. I can't watch Twitch chat, and then my tablet died, and yeah. And night. Enjoy food. Yes, I need to enjoy food. Unlike Baruka, who ate in the middle of it. Lucky bugger.
Yeah.
But shout out to Baruka and Rebel for staying on till the very end, and also shout out to Ghost Agron / Valkyrie and Royal Knight as well for joining. I was a blast hanging out with you guys. I always enjoy chit-chatting about Faye. This is the game mode that brought us all together, so you know what? I will never have any complaints. Yeah. If you enjoyed this stream, not only check out my channel, but theirs as well. The links will be in the description below. Either are currently or will be. I think yours guys is are, but I gotta get everyone else's. But yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Sweet dreams.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
And